Tonight from the ABC Sports Complex in Springfield, Virginia, we're bringing you live blow-by-blow coverage of the Victory Boxing Promotions card here tonight from Springfield, Virginia. Hello again, everyone. I'm Gary Digital Williams alongside Juan Marshall, and we are here tonight live right here on the Boxing on Beltway Google app for Android. We thank our listeners as well on Spreaker.com and iHeartRadio.com. It should be a good night. 9 bouts on tap tonight from the ABC Sports Complex in Springfield, Virginia. We're brought to you by Real-Time Pain Relief from Boxers and Ballerinas. For shoulder pain and muscle strain, everything between, Boxing on the Beltway recommends Real-Time Pain Relief, the fast, natural, safe, plant-based ointment. You go to www.freepainoffer.com. Buy $10 worth of Real-Time Pain Relief, you get a free $10 tube of Real-Time Pain Relief. Rub it on, the pain is gone in real time. We'll go over the card, the entire card tonight. As well, we'll preview what's going to take place in a few hours at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, featuring Jared Hurd defending his IBF Super Welterweight title against Austin Trout. But tonight, folks, we need to start this broadcast with a very sad note. The Beltway boxing community still reeling over the sudden passing of truly one of the great people to ever come our way in this business. And that was, of course, Bernard Boogaloo Roach. For those who do not know, I think just about everybody in the community knows, but for those of you listening outside the area, Bernard Boogaloo Roach was a more than 20-year veteran of training boxers here in the D.C. area. Among the boxers he trained Andrew Counsell. He also trained Andrew Counsell throughout his career. Of course, Counsell went on to be a D.C. Boxing Hall of Famer. He also trained former world champion DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley. In fact, he was in the corner of Corley when Corley won that WBO super lightweight title in June of 2001. He was co-founder of No Excuse Boxing Gym in Capitol Heights, Maryland, along with his cousin, Lamont Roach Sr. And at that time, he was training the likes of Lamont Roach Jr., his second cousin, along with Demetrius Ballard and Kevin Rivers Jr. He also was a firefighter for 20 years in Washington, D.C. He was a native of Washington, D.C. Prior to him training boxers, he was in the military. He boxed throughout the 80s, and he was a first-class human being. And I'll say more about him, but let me turn over to my partner, Juan Marshall, to give his thoughts on Bernard Roach.
First, I want to send out my condolences to his family, blood relatives, family, and also his family he created in the boxing community, which became an extended family of hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands of people. And when I found out the news, that it was very upsetting to me, because personally I had my own one-on-one conversations with him, and our conversations, 99% of it wasn't about boxing. You know, it was about personal issues and that he expressed to myself that he was going through at the time. And I expressed some issues with him. And I have to say that without that conversation, I don't really think that I'd be doing Pro-Am Fight Talk right now. Because at that time, it was some up and downs at that point with doing our conversation. But he encouraged me that it was bigger than me at that point. And I took all that in and took it home with me and tried to understand what he was talking about. And that's why I'm here today, because I continue to do what was beyond me. It was more about the fighters. And that's what I got out of it. And that's about him too. He trains young fighters, but he also wants to turn those young men and women into being productive citizens. And it takes a special person to touch an athlete and to make them more than just being an athlete. And that's what he did. And like I said, my condolences out to his family. You know, I'm still trying to swallow that moment. And it's going to take a little time. I think with every grieving moment, it does take time. That's the only thing that will heal a person is time. And everybody has to grieve at their own time. And please, I ask everyone to be real critical in this situation to their families, to their family and not swarm them and overwhelm them with sometimes, because sometimes family need themselves to comfort themselves sometimes on the inside, and that don't mean too much on the outside. So that's what I ask, to give the family their respect, and come around when the family wants them to come around, and I'm pretty sure they will let them know when that happens.
Thank you, Juan. Bernard Roach was just 52 years old, and that in itself surprised me, because I've known Bernard for more than 20 years myself, almost 25 years. And I always thought he was older than me, and the reason why is because he was so wise. I mean, like you, I've had a lot of conversations about life, boxing, everything else. And I saw him being so wise. His counsel was wonderful. He was incredible. Couple notes. Once upon a time in my life, I was a cemetery. I worked at a cemetery. I worked at Fort Lincoln Cemetery here in Brentwood, Maryland, in D.C. And one time I had to officiate and arrange a firefighter's funeral, which is a lot different than your average funeral. There's a lot of things, a lot more involved with that. And really, even though everything had gone through okay and everything seemed to be going all right, I was still nervous. Well, the day of the funeral, I just had to be looking around. I saw to my right Bernard Roach, who I'd say was a firefighter and had been for 20 years. He just recently retired from the fire department, as a matter of fact. And I knew then, once I saw him, that everything was going to be all right. Again, through boxing, through his time with Andrew Council, he had some big wins. He had some tough losses. I remember the first loss against Keith Holmes back in 1994 at the Showplace Arena. Even with that, he was still very philosophical about it. He was still calm and cool and just a great person. I mean, it was amazing. It was, I've been here today. I've been here a little over an hour now, and everybody's come up to me, people I know in the business, people who knew Bernard in the business, of course, and they've all come up to me, and we're all shocked about what took place recently. Took place yesterday. He passed away of a heart attack, age of 52. Tonight we're dedicating this broadcast to him. And to tell you the truth, Juan, it's going to be tough going on. I know we're going to get through it. We know we're going to go through it. I mean, Bernard wanted to do that. But at the same time, it'll be tough without him. No question about it. He was a first-class human being. You can't find anybody who said anything bad about Bernard Roach. And we all loved him. Everybody, whether you were for him or against him, you think about Lamont Jr., Demetrius Ballard. I saw Kevin Rivers put out a very nice tribute to him earlier today on Facebook. It's a scary thought. It really is a scary thought. And we're going to miss him, no question about it. He was a first-class human being. Bernard, we called him Boogaloo Roach. This is incredible. This is very sad. Again, I'm having a real tough time putting it into words because it is such a shock. But somehow, some way, we're going to get through it. No question about that. So, my condolences as well to the family. Also, not only his immediate family and his boxing family, but there are other Roaches in the area. They were known for playing basketball. Romeo Roach, Lorenzo Roach, who I knew from their days at Dunbar High School. And, I had a chance to know them as well, even before I had a chance to meet Bernard Roach. And to know two versions of this great family. They're all going to come together to truly try to celebrate what was a life that was too soon, but at the same time, a truly celebratory life. No question about that. I know later on tonight, Biscuit Bobby Jones will have a 10 count in Bernard's memory.
And I'm glad you ended it with that, because I know when I was going through my own personal experience was somebody close, which was my youngest brother.
Right.
I was talking to an elder person, and they were talking to me, and they were telling me, and I was telling them about how young my brother was and how shocking it was for me to handle that situation. And what they told me and what I truly understand to this day is it's not how long that you live, but it's what you do when you're here.
While you're here, yeah.
You know, and to me, I think his work has been done. And I think that's what I understand what the person was telling me. You know, and when you can touch lives other than your own and other than just your immediate family, if you can touch lives all across the country and other families' lives, that's when you know you've done something.
Yeah.
And he's truly did that.
No question about that. So sincere condolences on the sudden passing of Bernard Roach. So later on tonight, Disco Bobby Jones, our ring announcer tonight, will indeed total 10 count for Bernard Roach. Okay, we move on to our card for the night. We have a 9-bout card on tap. Starting with an interesting main event. A main event that was very unique in this situation because we have a guy who's from this area, from Maryland, but has never fought here until tonight. And that is Deron Williams out of Maryland. He's undefeated 5-0, 2 KOs. His entire career has taken place in Phoenix, Arizona. Now, as an amateur, he fought in this area briefly, but he's fought most of his career at the Celebrity Theater in Phoenix, Arizona. 4 of his 5 bouts have been there. He's coming off a 4-round unanimous decision win over Israel Valdez on September 3rd at the Celebrity Theater. And this will be his first scheduled 6-round bout in his career. He takes on Marquise Pierce out of Newark, New Jersey. His record 1-11. And he's coming off a 4-round unanimous decision loss, I should say, over Caleb Chestnut on April 15th in Huntington, West Virginia. Marquise Pierce has fought the likes of, he's fought two other middleweight boxers. He was the pro debut opponent for Glenn DeZern back in July of 2013 over at Coppin State University. And then he lost them by 4-round unanimous decision. And then he lost to Ronaldo Gaines at the Spinks Club in Washington, D.C. on March 14th of 2015. Lost 4-round unanimous decision. Pierce won his pro debut by majority decision, has lost his last 11 bouts, but he's only been knocked out 4 times in his career. So that's our main event. Deron Williams taking on Marquise Pierce. Our co-features a 6-round bout featuring the returning Thomas K.O. Snow out of Capitol Heights, Maryland, 18-3 with 12 KOs. He's taking on the always tough Stephon McIntyre, Jonesboro, Georgia, who is 2-34 with 4 draws in his career. Now, Thomas K.O. Snow has had a very eventful 24 hours tonight because right after the weigh-in last night, his wife gave birth to a baby boy. So he's got some situations to go on this time.
Yeah, actually, I think that's the second time I've heard that because remember when I think it's Kevin Womack did the same thing.
But it's third time for us.
Third time, and also what's the guy's name?
I'm trying to remember his name myself.
Oh man, well I can't think. Well, it happened 3 times.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Thomas Snow
right.
on the new birth of his son.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he has something to fight for now, even more to fight for now. So that's going to be I know a more exciting thing for him. His energy level is going to be up if he wasn't drained from being at the hospital last night. So hopefully that's going to be a good a good topic for him to come into this ring and have something to showcase for us.
Now Snow's also coming back for the first time since his loss to Luis Orlando Del Valle. That was on May 13th. At the May 13th of 2016 at the DC Army. That was on the Dusty Harris and Mike Dallas card. And he also suffered a shoulder injury during that bout, so he's also coming back off the injury in that situation.
Who's it, Thomas Snow?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that, but yeah, Thomas, he had a great, right in the midpoint of his career, was an excellent part of his career. Then I saw him doing a lot of training, but he didn't have a lot of action going on as far as bout wise. And then he had it was spotty at one time in his career. And like you said, the bout last year that he had on the Dusty Hernandez card, you know, a hard performance, a solid performance. He came up short, you know, but Thomas is a veteran. You know, he's a veteran in this sport. He's a veteran in this area, and he's very crafty also.
Right, no question about it.
But with McIntyre, his record might not show it, but McIntyre is a solid fighter.
Yeah,
you
no
know?
question. Yeah, again, 234-4 is McIntyre's record, but he goes the distance most of the time. In fact, his last bout was on July 29th in Raleigh, North Carolina. He had a 4-round majority decision draw against Cameron Springer, who was 6-0 at that time. And that's not the first time that's happened, because he has 3 of his 4 draws against beltweight boxers, twice against Mark Johns and once against Marcus Bates. So he's going to give the rounds to him. He's fought a boatload of beltweight boxers along the way. He fought Kobe Abriti twice. He's fought Alexander Marine, and most of those bouts went the distance. So this could be a good one.
Yeah, that's one. He's no stranger to this beltweight area. Basically, he's fought with guys that's been sparring with each other, you know, and that might be to his advantage a little bit. You know, he might have came up short-nosed, but he had some draws in those fights, you know, and McIntyre, like I said, he's a tough young guy.
So that's the co-feature, Thomas K.O. Snow taking on Stefan McIntyre. The Bell twins are with us tonight. Justin Bell will take on Ben Williams of Benton Harbor, Michigan. Both Bell twins out of District Heights, Maryland. Justin Bell is 2-0, 1 KO. He's coming off a first-round TKO over Eric Plumeri. That was on July 15th at the Sphinx Club in D.C. And meanwhile, Ben Williams making his pro debut out of Benton Harbor, Michigan. Also on the card, Jason Bell. He'll take on Alan Stevenson of Richmond, Virginia. He's making his pro debut. Jason Bell is 2-0, 1 KO as well. And he came off a 4-round unanimous decision win over George Shepard. That was right here at the ABC Sports Complex back on April 29th. So we'll see the Bell twins, who not only have become great stars as boxers, virgin stars, not boxers, but also become media darlings. They've been on TV.
Yeah, you know, I talked to them, and they were on the ID channel, right. And it was the 3rd episode of the new season of the ID channel, and it was a very I want to say it was a solid performance from those guys. You know, playing the roles that they played. They played a role of a twin that was involved in a bad relationship, and the twist was that relationship was part of another relationship that the young lady was in with 2 other twins. Right. So to me, they did a very excellent job in that, and they also. They said they was excited to do it. They were looking for more performances, and I asked them how they got involved in it, and people reached out to them, and that's what they were able to do. People reached out to them through their social media, and they worked for them. And then when they looking for more, I don't want to say roles, and they want to take this a little further than what they did, if possible. But they want to take advantage of their boxing career, which they concentrating on tonight.
All right, good enough. Well, Bell twins in action tonight on this card. Also on the card, the debut of Josh John. He's out of Alexandria, Virginia. Fought a lot in the Golden Gloves, both in Virginia and in the regional Golden Gloves. He's making his pro debut also against Tyrone Buford, who's out of Benton Harbor, Michigan as well. So that should be a 4-round bout. Josh John making his professional debut. Also in the card, the return of Jerron Boots Ennis out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He's 20 years old, 15-0, 13 KOs. He'll take on veteran Ayi Bruce Lee Bruce out of Albany, New York by way of Ghana. He's 23-14 with 15 KOs. Jerron Ennis coming off a couple back-to-back first-round knockouts, including one on August 12th at the Howard Theater in Washington, D.C. Also scored a first-round knockout over Lionel Jimenez at the National Guard Armory in Hammond, Indiana on September 23rd. This is his second time being here at the ABC Sports Complex. The last time he was here was back in June of 2016, where he needed just 20 seconds to knock out Deshaun DuBose in the first round.
1, 2, check 1, 2, 3.
Let's go now to ring announcer Discombobulating Jones.
I have bass in my voice already. Give me some treble, high, a little bit higher. Check 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2. Decent? Okay, all right. All right, Jody Patterson. One more time, please. Thank you. Springfield boxing fans, are you ready to do this? That didn't sound like it. I'll tell you what it sounded like. Somebody say, ring announcer Jones, what did that sound like? Humor me, please. I'll tell you what it sounded like. It sounded like some of y'all bet on the Nationals and they choked again. That's what it sounded like. So forget about that lack of hitting and concentrate on the real hitting here in the ring tonight. Our ring wars will perform their very best when they feed off your energy, so we need you to bring it from the start. Clap your hands where you stand, stomp your feet at your seat, use your voice of choice, but please be interactive with us tonight and bring something to the party. Do we have a deal? Let's try it again. Springfield boxing fans, are you ready to do this? There you go. Excellent. Then let's step to this. A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boxing fans in attendance, to our listeners on the Boxing Along the Beltway Sprinklers radio podcast, to our viewers on cable, we welcome all you to the intimate fight atmosphere here inside the ABC Auditorium in Springfield, VA, where tonight, Victory Boxing and management promoters Dr. Davis, Mike Thomas, and Kenny Leonard proudly presents the Fall Brawl for It All, a spectacular evening of live world-class professional boxing for your viewing pleasure. Matchmaker Brian Dillon on tonight's bout is sanctioned by the Virginia State Athletic Commission, Department of Professional and Occupational Regulation, Executive Director David L. Holland, Assistant Jody Patterson. The referees tonight, Billy Johnson and Mark Diatillo. The judges, Brian Costello, Luke Belhuman, Ron Rodriguez. Timekeeper County for the knockdowns, Jody Patterson. Physicians at ringside tonight, Doctors Gregory Banks and Dr. Jonathan Davis. And now, boxing fans, let's get this fight party started quickly. Warriors to the ring, please. To the blue corner, Raven Chapman.
We'll preview the rest of the card coming up. Raven Chapman making her pro debut. She's out of Rocky Mount, North Carolina. That's the opening bout tonight. So they go on the Cuban Princess, Bertha Aracil. She's out of Yonkers, New York, by way of Hartford, Connecticut. Raven Chapman wanted to sit down on her stool. That may be not a good sign early on. She immediately came into the ring and sat down on the stool. Bertha Aracil is 3-0 2 KO.
To the red corner, Bertha Aracil.
3-0 2 KOs. Coming off a 4-round unanimous decision over Sarah Curran. That was back in July of 2016. At the Horseshoe Casino in Hammond, Indiana.
Is she waiting for music?
Well, let me tell you where we are. We are in a neutral corner. The red corner is off to our right. The blue corner is directly in front of us on the left-hand side. And we're in the far neutral corner diagonally across from us. We're sitting in our real-time pain relief ringside seats. Real-time pain relief, rub it on, the pain is gone in real time. Seal coming into the ring. Let's go now to ring announcer, DC Boxing Hall of Famer. Oh, just a second. Referee Mark Detail now. Now let's go to ring announcer, DC Boxing Hall of Famer, the one and only Discombobulating Joe.
This historic evening, Fighting Felines in Action, sponsored by Freedom Marketing Group, scheduled for 4 2-minute rounds or less in a welterweight division. When the bell rings, the man controlling the mayhem in the middle, the referee Mark Detail. Introducing the principals. First, fighting out the blue corner, she's wearing a black trunks. She weighed in at 145 pounds, making her pro debut right here tonight from Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Fight fans, please welcome Rockin' Raven Chapman. And her opponent fighting out of the red corner, she's wearing the red, white, and blue colors of her native Cuban flag. She weighed in at 152 pounds. Undefeated in her young career at 3-0 with 2 KOs to her credit. She now calls Yonkers, New York home. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Cuban princess, Bertha Damara Aracil. Mark to you the final instructions. For 2-minute rounds.
We get underway here from the ABC Sports Complex in Springfield, Virginia. Alongside Juan Marshall, I'm Gary Digital Williams. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Good house on hand here in Springfield, Virginia. Here we go, round 1, scheduled for 4 2-minute rounds. Aracil, southpaw, started right hand. Chapman trying to throw some shots. Right over our real-time pain relief location, right hand by Aracil. Chapman tries the right hand and misses, but Aracil does not. Another big right hand by Aracil. Right hand by Chapman. And both ladies are southpaw. Aracil, right hand to the body, misses with the left hand. Left hand to the head by Aracil. Left hand on the top, right hand to the body. Chapman in the corner, own corner. Aracil, now Chapman getting hit with a couple of shots. She stumbled momentarily and lands the right hand.
The referee looked like he's about to stop the fight. Looks like
left hand over the top by Chapman. Aracil just landing shot, and Narcantil wastes no time and stopping the bout. So easy work for the Cuban princess, Bertha Aracil. I guess the next question is, how close is Rocky Mount to Wilson, North Carolina? Because Raven Chapman, quite frankly, didn't have a clue, in all honesty. That was incredibly easy work for Bertha Aracil.
You know, and when we see fighters like that, they stand out. You know, it automatically stands out. And it's not even about making fun of the fighter. It's not even about it's just, it is what it is. You know, you can tell a fighter has no ring experience when you watch the way they fight, you know, and watch the fact that they don't have any range or any kind of way of throwing punches or any kind of way of defending themselves. Like I said, it's horrible sometimes, you know, to see fights like that. You know, Aracil, she looks like she's a crafty fighter, knows what she's doing. She knows how to put her punches together, and you can see the difference. And the difference can tell inside the ring.
Chapman talking to Dr. Gregory Banks. And waiting for the official decision from ring announcer, official time, I should say, from ring announcer Discombobulating Jones momentarily. But Aracil just battered Chapman all over the place, especially in her own corner. And Chapman tried to turn away and stop it. So you knew that was what she wanted to do. but she'll be okay. Here's this Marlene Jones.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Diotillo calls a halt to the bout. It goes into the record books as a TKO, 52 seconds of the very first round. The winner, now born with 3 KOs, the Cuban Princess, Bertha Gamale. That's it for Raven Chapman as well.
So Bertha Arcil now 4-0, 3 KOs. Raven Chapman calls in her pro debut. We may not see her again. Our next contest is another 4-round bout between Alejandro Lara. He's out of Manhattan, New York. He's 2-1, 2 KOs, but he's coming off a loss. His last bout in 2016, he lost a 4-round split decision to take on Zamiz Braswell. He is out of Elm City, North Carolina. He is 0-1. His last bout was on September 2nd in Augusta, Georgia. He lost a first-round TKO to Aaron Casper. Still to come, a main event, Deron Williams takes on Marquise Pierce. One about we didn't get a chance to go over real quick, and that's Zolt Deronyi. He's the phenom out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada by way of Hungary. He is undefeated, 12-0, 11 KOs. He'll take on Fabian Laimo, I should say. He is from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. He's got 6 rounds. Deronyi scored a 6-round TKO over Andre Baker his last bout. That was on July 29th in Charlotte, North Carolina. Andre Baker is a veteran. Meanwhile, Laimo, he competes in the United States for the first time. 23-7-2, 15 KOs, but he does bring a 3-bout winning streak to the card, so that one should be interesting. He's coming off a second-round TKO over Faraha Mapepe in Mbeya, Tanzania. But again, just about all his bouts have been in native Tanzania, except for one bout in Namibia that he lost to former WBO welterweight champion Julius Ndongo. Beat him for the Africa super lightweight title. So most of the bouts been in either Tanzania or Namibia.
That's one thing I like to see promoters do, local promoters do. I like when they bring outside fighters in to fight on cards. Give guys an opportunity to fight in the area that's not from the area. And also, it broadens the resume of a local promoter anyway when they do that. And when they can bring talent in. We seen Shabazz do it plenty of times, and put on some great shows in Baltimore with a kid from Mexico, and I think it was a kid from Russia. And I think that was the bout of the night on that card, at least. And I mean, very entertaining bout. I mean, it was a bout that could have been Showtime. Showtime worthy, HBO worthy, or even ESPN worthy. That's how competitive that fight was.
Don't forget you can chat with us throughout the evening here on the Box on Belly Google app for Android and on Spreaker.com. iHeartRadio.com. We'll get your thoughts as well. If you have any questions, of course, we'll be in a couple hours. We'll be talking about the big bout in New York between Jared Hurd defending his IBF Super Welterweight title against former world champion Austin Trout. So, we may have a final we may have a result from that by the time we go off the air here tonight. We're waiting for our next bout. Alex Lauder taking on Zamizi Braswell. Some of the weights. Some of the weights were interesting throughout the night. This bout, Laura came in 6 pounds at 167. Braswell came in at 161. So a lot of the bouts tonight had interesting weight differentials. Even though our first bout tonight, Bertha Seal in 152, Raven Chapman with 145, and that wasn't the reason why she got knocked out, but I'm just saying, the situation. In our main event, Jerron Williams was 123 and Marquise Pierce at 116. So a lot of weight disparities here tonight. Tyrone Buford was at 156. Jock John was at 147. And so still waiting on next bout. You're listening to live coverage of the Victory Boxing Promotions card here on the Boxing on Belly Google app for Android. And we welcome our iOS listeners as well to broadcast on Spreaker.com and iHeartRadio.com. I'm Gary Digital Williams alongside Warren Marshall. Night House here at the ABC Sports Complex, Springfield, Virginia.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention please while we await our next bout. One of our sponsors, Serve Pro, along with Design Kingston Remodeling, will be having 2 raffle drawings, $25 apiece.
So we're having things going on here tonight here at ABC.
We will pick the winners right before the main event. They would like you to go out into the hallway and leave your business card
or at the ABC Sports Complex
to be eligible for the raffle. So if you could do that at your leisure, we will pick the winners right before the main event. $25 raffles tonight, free.
A couple dignitaries in attendance. Marcus Bates is here. And also Zavbek Nishinbayev, who is going to be back here at the ABC Sports Complex in December. We'll be here December 2nd.
Warrior to the ring, please, to the blue corner. The Maisie Braswell. We have a change in the lineup.
Discobalion Jones tells us maybe a change in the lineup here.
Warrior to the ring, please. To the blue corner, Fabian Laimo.
Oh, okay. So we're going to go with the Zotarani bout instead of Braswell bout. So this is Zotarani taking on Fabian Laimo. From Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, by way of Moshi, Tanzania. That's where he's originally from. By the way, he's also fought in Russia. His last loss, Laimo's last loss, was on April 7th in 8-round decision loss to Nikita Miroshnichenko. That was on April 7th in Moscow. Now, 9 days later, Laimo came back and fought in his native Tanzania and won a third round knockout. Here comes Solt, the Phenom Naranyi. Originally from Budapest, Hungary, now fighting out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. is Laimo's first bout in the United States. Durrani was here at the ABC Sports Complex on April 9th of 2016. Scored a first round knockout over Marcus Jackson on that bout. Once again, here is Diskin Bobaine Jones.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, this special attraction bout is scheduled for 6 rounds or less in the junior middleweight division, sponsored by Home Savings and Trust Mortgage. The referee once again, Mark Diatillo. Introducing the principals. First, fighting out the blue corner, he's wearing the red, yellow, black, and green trunks. He weighed in at a fit, fighting and ready 153 pounds. His outstanding world-class professional record, 23 victories, only 7 defeats, with 15 big KOs to his credit. Hailing from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, please welcome Fabian Laimo. And his opponent fighting out the red corner, he's wearing the blue and silver trunks. He weighed in at a lean and lethal 154 pounds. Undefeated as a pro, a perfect 12-0 with 11 big KOs to his credit, and he's being called the one to watch in the division today. Originally from Budapest, Hungary, he now calls Toronto, Canada home. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Zoot Durrani. Mark Diatillo with the final instruction.
As always, you receive your instructions in the dressing room. I expect a clean foot. If you want commands, expect yourself for all time. Touch him up, go up there.
6 rounds or less, junior middleweights.
Here we go. Should be an interesting bout here, as Durrani fights probably the most accomplished foe he's fought to date, other than he won a battle with a guy who was 4-0. Here we go. Round 1 was scheduled for 6. Here from the ABC Sports Complex, Springfield, Virginia. Durrani quickly going out with a jab, as is Laimo. Laimo trying to come in. There's Durrani with the left hand. Got a couple left jabs by Durrani. Left hand by Laimo to the body. And right hand over the top by Durrani. Landed nicely. Left hand missing by Laimo. Left hand to the body by Laimo. A little soft there, but Durrani with a combination left and right. His left hand by Durrani. Right hand over the top missing by Durrani. There's left hand to the head by Durrani. Right hand missing, uppercut. Laimo lands the right hand. Another right hand by Durrani. Left hand by Durrani. Right hand by Durrani. Laimo coming in. There's left hand to the body by Durrani. First minute, round 1, scheduled for 6. Good first round thus far by Zoot Durrani. Right hand missing. Left hand, right hand on the top. Right hand down the pipe. Come right hand. Down goes Fabian Laimo. Martin Kill making a count. He's at 5, 6. Laimo having a problem. That's it. He couldn't get up. So Zoot, the Phenom Durrani, with an outstanding performance over a solid veteran in Fabian Laimo.
I think Durrani passed his test. I think he was put into this fight to see if Laimo can take him to deep water, and it didn't happen. Durrani is a fighter that knew exactly what he wanted to do. His counterpunching was great, and also he was aggressive and was on the attack. And it paid off for him. He got the early knockout.
Solid couple right hands. Laimo sitting in the stool of the red corner of the Durrani corner. But a real solid performance by Zoot Durrani, who was aggressive from the start, as Juan said, and really put Laimo on his bicycle the entire fight until the knockout took place. We'll get the official time of that in just a moment, but And that was a little bit of surprise. I expected a longer bout than that, but Zoltarani took care of business early. Now the Lamo corner going over to check on their man, and looking at his career, it's only the fourth time that Lamo had been knocked out, and one of them, of course, we said to Julius Ndongo, but Fabian Lamo's first bout in the United States does not come off well, as he is knocked out in the first round by undefeated Zoltarani, who now raises his record to 13-0 with 12 KOs. Fabian Lamo falls to 23-8-2 with 15 KOs. Dr. Gregory Banks still checking on Fabian Lamo, who's sitting in the corner off to our right, which is the red corner, which is actually Durrani's corner. That's where he went. That's where he got knocked down. Zoltarani, a emerging prospect in the super welterweight division.
Yeah, like you say, he was here before.
Right.
We saw him. He was outstanding then, but to me, it seemed like he got a little better now. You know, and I think, like I said earlier, I think this was a test fight for him to see if their fighter can get pulled into deeper water against a veteran fighter who was a veteran fighter. What, 23 or 30 fights maybe, or something like that.
Over 30 fights, yeah.
Yeah, to me, he performed very well.
One of the technology, looks like Durrani is actually looking at a replay of his knockout.
Even that, he's doing a live broadcast, maybe like Facebook Live or maybe Instagram or something like that, maybe.
Okay, Greg Banks has finished. Observing Fabian Lamo. He seems to be okay.
Let's hear it for Fabian Lamo. He is okay. He is okay. Ladies and gentlemen, again, comes by way of explosive knockout. 1 minute, 32 seconds of the very first round. Referee Mark Tiotillo calls a halt to the bout and goes into the record books as a TKO. His record now goes to 13-0 with 12 KOs. The future. So, Adam Durrani.
Zoltarani once again, 13-0, 12 KOs.
Let's see if I can get over.
132 the first round over Fabian Lamo. Not sure which our next bout will be. Will that be Alex Lara or will it be Jerron Boots Ennis? Find us a moment. We'll wait for our next bout coming up here on the Box on Beltway Google app for Android, on Spreaker.com and iHeartRadio.com. Stay with us. While we have a moment, we got the big bout coming up tonight with Jared Hurd taking on Austin Trout, but coming up on Saturday, October 21st, and the bout coming up, including featuring Demetrius Andrade, let's take on Alantez Fox. And that'll be at the Turning Stone Casino in Verona, New York. And that bout will be on national television as well. And then 7 bouts on the card. Lamont Rose Jr., Demetrius Ballard, both on the card. And their first bouts without their co-trainer, Bernard Roach, who we just found out he did pass away this past yesterday, as a matter of fact. Also coming up on Saturday, November 4th, we'll be live, hopefully, from the Silver Eagle Group Arena. That's in Ashburn, Virginia. Our first time out there. That's 44620 Guilford Drive in Ashburn, Virginia. Scheduled to be on that card. 2 of our Beltway Queens, Tori Shonuff Nelson and the Lady Tiger, Tyra Douglas on that card. Also, Travis Sevier Reeves scheduled to be on that card. That's on Saturday, November 4th from the Silver Eagle Group Arena in Ashburn, Virginia. Also coming up Saturday, November 11th, Mike S&D Reed takes his biggest bout to date when he takes on Jose Carlos Ramirez. That'll be in Fresno, California. And I believe that bout will be on television as well. And we just heard from Diabetic Nishambayev that back here at the ABC Sports Complex on December 2nd, no word yet on who that opponent is. Also, DeMarcus Chop Corley going to be in Corinth, Mississippi, and that'll be on Saturday, November 18th at the Crossroads Arena, and that should be interesting as well. Also, former world champion Cornelius K9 Bundridge is on that card as well. So, a lot still going on as we head toward the latter part of 2017. Our next bout's in the ring. Let's go to ring announcer, Disco Bobbane Jones.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 4 rounds or less in the middleweight division. When the bell rings, the man controlling the mayhem in the middle, referee Billy Johnson. Sponsored by Health Markets. Introducing the principals. First, fighting out the blue corner, he's wearing the black and silver trunks. He weighed in at 161 pounds. After one pro bout, he's looking for his first victory right here tonight from Elm City, NC. Please welcome the amazing Grim Reaper Braswell. And his opponent fighting out the red corner, he's wearing the white, gold, and red trunks. He weighed in at 167 pounds. Hailing from Manhattan and making his pro debut right here tonight, here is Alexander the Great Lara. Billy Johnson with the final instruction. All right, gents, touch him up. Let's go.
Alex Lara out of Manhattan, New York, taking on Tamizi Braswell of Elm City, North Carolina. Gary Digital Williams alongside Juan Marshall here tonight from the ABC Sports Complex, Springfield, Virginia, 50 Boxing Promotions card. Both men take wide circles before we get started. Lara with a quick left hand. Another quick left hand. Braswell with a wild ass head. There's a left hand to the body by Lara. Right hand over the top, just missing by Lara. Oh, missing by both right hands missing there. Lara coming off a 4-round split decision loss, 2016. The left hand by Braswell. Braswell stunned Lara a little bit, and Braswell got Lara in a little bit of trouble. We'll see. First minute, round 1, scheduled for 4. Left hand missing by Braswell. Now Lara trying to keep his cool as Braswell herky-jerky trying to come inside. Left hand on the top, missing by Lara. Heading to the halfway point of round 1, scheduled for 4. Right hand missing by Lara, just barely. Left hand missing, Braswell goes down, and that's going to be called a knockdown. So right hand over the top, kind of hit Braswell on top of the head. But Braswell drops his mouthpiece, and he just gets up. Braswell, once again, having problems with his mouthpiece. He says he's okay. Billy Johnson having a long conversation with him. And here we go. So one knockdown here in this first round. Alex Lara, after he got caught with a tough shot early on in his first round. Braswell moving side to side, left hand to the body by Lara. Right hand over the top. Braswell turned his head. He caught Lara with a left hand. But Braswell came back with Braswell caught Lara with a left hand. And then a left hand by Lara knocks Braswell down. Billy Johnson 5. Braswell still hands and knees. And that's going to be it. Well, that was interesting, if nothing else. Braswell did land some shots, but not enough to keep Lara from hitting him with some shots. And Lara wins by first round knockout.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting when I saw Lara get caught like that, and basically gave Braswell a little bit of confidence. But it did show his inexperience when he was still wide open like that, trying to go for the kill with no defense at all, and he got caught himself.
So our third straight first round knockout. We'll get the official decision, time I should say, from Raynard Discbombing Jones in just a moment. Dr. Gregory Banks is a very busy man so far.
Yeah, very busy, and that's one thing, the commission has to be very careful of when they agree to making these fights happen. That some of the inexperience of some of these fighters, is very dangerous. Based on the opponents that they face and their background and the experience that they have coming into these fights. Some come into with no experience, and some come in with some good amateur backgrounds. And they can bring towards the ring, and fighters can get hurt. That's why I'm thinking of Doctor taking a good look at these guys. To make sure they're very, health-wise, they're taken care of.
Here's bringing out this Discbombing Jones.
Referee Billy Johnson calls a halt to the bout and goes into the record books as a TKO. 2 minutes 34 seconds of the very first round. The winner in his pro debut, Alexander the Great Lara. That's it for
Raynard Discbombing Jones said this was a pro debut, so we had an Alejandro Lara. But apparently Alex Lara making his pro debut tonight. He's now 1-0, 1 KO. So we'll try to check that, see if we can get that. But Jerron Ennis scheduled to come up next. He's out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, just 20 years old. He was a finalist in the Olympic trials for 2016.
To the ring, please. To the blue corner, Bruce Lee.
Bruce, originally from Accra, Ghana, now fighting out of Albany, New York. Trying to break a 5-bout losing streak. Coming off a second round TKO loss to Greg Vendetti on March 18th at the House of Blues in Boston, Massachusetts. of the rising stars in the business, Ron Boots Ennis, out of Philadelphia.
Warrior to the ring, please. To the red corner, Jerron Ennis.
Ennis has 5 straight stoppages in his last 5 bouts, including a bout on August 12th at the Howard Theater. Scored a first-round knockout over Ricardo Cano. One of fighting in his family alongside his brothers, Eric and Farah, who were great pros in their day. Ron Ennis resplendent in green tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this special attraction bout is scheduled for 6 rounds or less in the welterweight division. Sponsored by Remax Town Center. Your referee, Billy Johnson. Introducing the principals first. Fighting out the blue corners wearing the gold trunks, he weighed in. And ready for ring business, 144 pounds. His excellent professional record, 23 victories, 14 defeats, but 15 of his 23 victories have come against world-class opposition and ended in knockout originally. From the home of one of boxing's greatest, Azuma Nelson of Accra, Ghana. Boxing fans, please welcome Ayi Bruce Lee. And his opponent fighting out the red corner. He's wearing the electrifying lime green. He weighed in at a lean and mean 149 pounds. Undefeated as a pro, at an eye-opening 15-0 with 13 knockouts, and on the fast track to title shot consideration. Getting from that famous fight town, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, city of brotherly love, but he says there'll be no love lost here in the ring tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Philadelphia Boxer of the Year, Jerron Boots Ennis. Billy Johnson with the final instruction.
Ron Ennis won a Briscoe Award in Philadelphia for being the top boxer in the city. Last time he was here, he lasted just 20 seconds as he knocked out Deshaun Dubose. There's a bit of a veteran here against Ayi Bruce. Alongside Juan Marshall, I'm Gary Digital Williams. Thanks for joining us here tonight from the ABC Sports Complex, Springfield, Virginia, 50 Boxing Promotions card. And it starts off with a couple of left jabs. Then right hand over the top by Ennis. Right hand to the body, left hand to the body. Ennis starting quickly. That left hand, right hand to the body by Ennis. Over our real-time payment location, we're in our real-time payment ringside seats. Left hand landing a little low, put the right hand over the top, and the right hand to the body by Ennis. The southpaw out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Right, left hand to the body, right hand to the body. Couple left hands to the head, right hand to the head. Right hand back to the body. Well, he's already lasted longer than he did against Sean DeBose, but no less dominant is Jerron Ennis, who lands another right hand to the body. Left hand to the body by Ennis. That left hand, and down goes Bruce on one knee. Bruce gets right back up, count of 5, 6, 7, 8. Billy Johnson putting on the count. Ennis talking to his corner. Trying to stay in neutral corner there. But Ennis has been landing punch, that left hand, sends Bruce back against the ropes, down the body, hands up top, right hand to the body, right hand to the body, right hand to the body again, left hand up ahead, Billy Johnson second in, he's going to stop it right there. So a dominating performance by Jerron Boots Ennis. And we have our 4th straight first round knockout here tonight.
You know, Bruce just looked like he wasn't prepared for this fight. You know, we got a veteran, but for some reason, I can looking in his face right now and just look like he just wasn't into it. You know, I'm pretty sure that he gave some solid performances in his previous fights coming up to this fight. But Ennis, I think, was too much for him anyway. You know, and Ennis putting some shots together. He was very aggressive from the start, sounded the bell. He was going to the body, he was going to the head, he was using angles, he was doing everything, and I think that's what overcome Bruce.
I don't think Bruce threw a punch the entire first round.
I think I didn't see anything unless it was overshadowed by what Ennis was doing. Maybe that's what the case.
So get the official time once again. So 4 straight first round knockouts start our contest. Every bout from here on in will have a beltweight box from this point on. Maybe that will change things. I don't know. This is Bobby Jones.
Referee Billy Johnson calls a halt to the bout. Goes into the record books as a TKO. 1 minute, 37 seconds of the very first round. His record now goes to 16-0 with 14 KOs. The future, Teron Bruce.
So Ron Booten is now 16-0, 14 KOs, i.e. Bruce 23-15 with 15 KOs. And i.e. Bruce took on some...
With him tonight is Father Bozy. Right hand, Bozy. Bozy, Ennis, doing a great job. Daddy, that's right. Congratulations.
i.e. Bruce is in some great people. Thomas Lamanna took him the distance.
Managed by Chris Mittendorf.
He fought Erickson Lubin, who's fighting tonight on that super middleweight card in New York. He fought Ishe Smith, Gabriel Rosado. He did score a win over Larry Brothers, who was a beltweight boxer. He lost to Emmanuel Taylor. Ben Ankra beat him. No, he beat Ben Ankra for the Canadian super lightweight title. Ben Ankra. So, you know, he fought some great people, but absolutely positively no match tonight for Teron Bootenis. Coming up, we're scheduled to have the debut of Jocks John. He's out of Alexandria, Virginia, who fought in the Virginia and the regional Golden Gloves over his amateur career.
Warrior to the ring, please. To the blue corner, Tyrone Buford.
We take on Tyrone Buford, one of 2 boxers tonight, who is from Bo Brazil's hometown, Benton Harbor, Michigan. For those who don't know who Bo Brazil was, look him up. Actually, Bo Brazil was a great wrestler. Was a long-time United States heavyweight champion in many territories around the country, including in the World Wrestling Federation territory. And he was listed as being from Benton Harbor, Michigan. He was making his pro debut tonight, and he's prancing around the ring, so he seems happy about it. We'll see.
Warrior to the ring, please. To the red corner, John Rousseau.
So Jocks John, also known as John Rousseau, which apparently he wants to go by that name, so we'll see. Once again, his pro debut tonight.
super welterweight division. The referee once again, Mark Deltio, sponsored by Capital Benefits. Introducing the principals first. Fighting out the blue corners wearing the black and white trunks. He weighed in at 156 pounds. Making his pro debut right here tonight. Highly accomplished as an amateur from Benton Harbor, Michigan. Here is Tyrone Friso. And his opponent fighting out the red corner, he's wearing the white trunks with red and blue trim. He weighed in at the welterweight limit, 147 pounds. Also making his pro debut, which means someone's old must go. Hailing from Alexandria, VA, and named after one of history's greatest philosophers, ready to show his own ring. High IQ tonight, please welcome Jock Russo. Now continue with the final instruction.
So the guy now known as John Jacques Brousseau, he has come out with that name before. He's also known as Jock John, but he's going to be called here from this point on John Jacques Brousseau. He'll take on Tyrone Buford. Both men making their pro debut tonight from the ABC Sports Complex in Springfield, Virginia. Gary Digital Williams alongside Juan Marsh. Here we go. Round one. We're scheduled for 4. Both men sizing each other up. Left hand by Brousseau. Right hand to the body by Brousseau. Right hand to the body. Missing right hand by Brousseau. And Buford tries the left hand. Brousseau, our first beltweight boxer of the evening. Left hand by Buford, excuse me. Right hand over the top, missing by Brousseau. Oh, good left hand, good left uppercut. That caught Brousseau coming in. I caught Buford coming in, excuse me. Right hand missing by, so there's John Brousseau. He's got Buford running away now. Body shot, left hand, right hand. Very Mark Gentile separates him. Make sure that Buford keeps his head up. Halfway through round one, scheduled for 4. Right hand on the top by Brousseau. That misses, they tangle. Referee Mark Gentile separates him. Gentile. Right hand missing by Buford. And he separates once again. Heading to the final minute of the first round. We're scheduled for 4. Right hand, left hand missing. Right hand on the top by Brousseau. Right hand by Buford. Buford switching styles back and forth. That call with the left hand to the body there. Left hand by Brousseau. Right hand missing by Brousseau. Wild one. Right hand by Brousseau. Another right hand by Brousseau. Buford hanging on for dear life. Referee Gentile has stopped separated him. Heading to the final moments of the first round. Left hand, right hand. Oh, good right hand by Brousseau. And he's hanging on once again. And Gentile has separated him. Right hand over the top by Brousseau. They tangle once again. And Gentile separates them. Buford already knows how to hang on about. He's hanging on for dear life there. Right at our real-time pay-per-view location. And referee Gentile warns him. Buford turned his back and Brousseau came coming. Final seconds, first round. Right on the top by Brousseau. Looks like we'll get out of the first round for the very first time here tonight. So wild first round. Kind of awkward first round. You may get by pro debuts, but a first round that Brousseau looked pretty decent.
Yeah, he did. He get little nervous jitters and looked like over anxious. And Buford he's one of them trying to survive. He looked a little better than some of the other fighters that was in the ring early because he survived through the first round. But Bichot looks like he needs to calm down and straighten up his punches a little bit, bring some of that amateur experience back. And right now he's getting away from that. So now he needs to stay focused and get back to pure boxing. And that's what he was out of his element when he started throwing some of the wild shots, and now he needs to get right back to it.
Seconds out.
You ready for round 2?
And for the first time tonight, we go to a round 2.
Round 2, scheduled for 4. Jean-Jacques Broussard out of Alexandria, Virginia, making his pro debut. Shooting left jab through the high guard of Tyrone Buford out of Benton Harbor, Michigan, also making his pro debut. Left jab by Broussard. Right hand over the top by Broussard. Right hand to the body by Broussard. Couple good right hands to the body. Left hand up top by Broussard. Buford trying the left hand. Broussard with the left jab. Left jab returned by Buford. Left jab by Broussard. Right hand over the top by Broussard. Left jab by Broussard. Left hand by Buford. First minute, round 2. Right hand to the body, just glanced off the arm of Buford. Right hand over uppercut by Buford. There's the left jab both ways. Both men missing their left jab. Left jab by Broussard. Another left jab. Halfway through round 2. Both men sizing each other up. Right hand comes in close by Broussard. And trying to change their left hands there. Head to the final minute of the second round. We're scheduled for 4. Right hand by Broussard. Couple good right hands. Left jab just missing. Over on the far side of the ring. They tangle once again. Referee D&T has separated them. They move toward the middle of the ring. Right hand over the top by Broussard. Left jab by Broussard. Left jab by Broussard. Another left jab by Broussard. Right hand to the body, just missing. Over in the corner near Buford's corner, in the blue corner. Now they move over to their right. Broussard. Trying left jab. Right hand missing by Broussard. Left jab by Broussard. Inside the final minute, inside the final seconds of the second round. Much more technical bout. Referee E&T separates them. And the seconds tick away at the end of the round. But a little more even keel round in that second round. Both men kind of settled down there.
Yeah, both men definitely settled down. Not a lot of punches thrown. Both felt kind of timid in this round for some reason. I don't understand why. But I'm not sure understand why Broussard didn't step up the pressure a little bit. And he straightened out his punches, but he just didn't throw enough of them, and he's definitely winning the fight so far, but I think he needs to step it up and go ahead and try to put more pressure on to get the fight stopped.
So to come on main event, Deron Williams taking on Marquise Pierce. We also have Thomas Snow battling Stephon McIntyre, and the Bell twins, Jason Bell against Alan Stevenson, Justin Bell against Benny Williams. And time is called in the Buford corner. The Buford corner didn't get out on time. No penalty there, though. But here's round 3, scheduled for 4. Left hand by Broussard to get things started. Right hand on the top. by Broussard. Buford tries the right hand and gets caught by counter left by Broussard. Our real-time Greenleaf's location. Right hand, left hand by Broussard. They tangle once again. Every DNTO separates them. And he warns Buford for holding. Left hand, right hand by Broussard, left hand as well. Nice left jab by Broussard. Another left jab. Light hand over the top by Broussard. And now Broussard has Buford in trouble in his own corner. Buford, and they tangle. And he warns Buford to turn toward, right, and he's going to stop the fight right here. So apparently Tyrone Buford didn't want to do this anymore. So Jock John wins his pro debut by TKO in the third round.
Yeah, Buford just quit. I guess he just said he had enough. You know, it was 4 rounds, and right now looking at it, he just gassed. He didn't have anything left in his tank. Yeah, he's leaning on the ropes right now, and he's gasping for air. I guess that was all it was. It wasn't a punch that stopped him. He was just tired.
Yeah. So good pro debut for Jean-Jacques Broussard. 1-0, 1 KO now. Tyrone Buford falls in his pro debut, but again, really wasn't a whole lot that John did. He did do some good things. Did straighten up his punches, but I think the bottom line more so is that Buford decided he didn't want to do this anymore. Once again, the official time, ring announcer, Discombobulating Jones.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark DiTio calls a halt to the bout. Goes into the record books as a TKO. 1 minute, 5 seconds of the third round. The winner in his pro debut, Jean-Jacques Broussard.
Our first beltweight boxer tonight wins by TKO, Jean-Jacques Broussard. Still to come, the Bell twins. Jason Bell scheduled to take on debuting Alan Stevenson out of Richmond, Virginia. Jason Bell, 2-0, 1 KO. Got a TKO in his pro debut on March 25th. He took on David Rawn, knocked him out in the first round. Then went 4 rounds with George Shepard. Right here at the ABC Sports Complex back on April 29th. Bell twins out of District Heights, Maryland. And their uncle was the great Reuben Ratman Bell, and I had a chance to spend time with Reuben's sister, who is the Bell twins' mother. And it was great seeing her. I hadn't seen her in many, many years, so very nice. Good crowd on hand here tonight for this Victory Boxing Promotions card. And we finally got past the first round of that bout for Jean-Jacques Broussard, but we only went 3 rounds that time around. So I think the Snow McIntyre fight may be the bout that may go the distance tonight. Just because the type of tough boxer that Stephon McIntyre is usually very durable. Everyone else, up for debate. In all honesty, the rest of the way, truth be told, up for debate.
We supposedly had some other beltweight boxers on this card, but didn't have, like Mark John's fight didn't happen. I think Speed Raw was supposed to be.
Take a quick pause for the call. 10-minute intermission. We'd like to thank our sponsors. Freedom Network Group. Where are you? Freedom Network Group. Home Savings and Trust Mortgage. Health Markets. Remax Town Center. Capital Benefits.
Okay, so they're going to take a little break here. We'll do that as well. You're listening to live coverage of the Victory Boxing Promotions card here from the ABC Sports Complex, Springfield, Virginia. I'm Gary Digital Williams along with Juan Wancho. Stay with us. We'll have more from the ABC in a few moments from now. Stay with us.
At Fort Myers. Certainly a special appreciation to the United States Armed Forces, those who gave their lives for us, and those men and women currently in harm's way. We sincerely thank you. 10-minute intermission.
Going too fast. We're going too fast. Stop it, please.
Oh, and 3 days later. I had to get home and showtime. go to New Post. Go to New Post. Just like that. Hey, yeah, we wanted to talk to you about. I'm gonna wait till my partner get back. We're gonna talk about the career. Okay. So I'm gonna come back. Give me about just a couple more minutes. Okay. All right. Just a couple more. Okay. When you see another guy sitting in his chair, come back. Watch. When I go out of here. That's the good. Now, when you go to all of this, it should automatically go to the base.
Here at the ABC Sports Complex, Springfield, Virginia. Gary Digital Williams alongside Juan Marshall. We are awaiting the return of action here. This Vintage Boxing Promotions card. And we still have Justin Bell and Jason Bell alongside Thomas Bell and Deron Williams. Amen. So far tonight, Dr. John Broussard. I did talk to him briefly off mic, and he definitely will be known as John Jacques Broussard in tribute to his late father. Out of Alexandria, Virginia, he scored a third-round TKO over Tyrone Buford of Benton Harbor, Michigan. So Broussard now 1-0, 1 KO. Jerron Boots Ennis scored a first-round knockout over I.E. Bruce. Having 137 first round. Jerron Ennis now 16-0, 14 KOs out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I.E. Bruce out of New York by way of Ghana. Now 23-15, 15 KOs. Zolt Aranye in a great bout scored a first round knockout over Fabian Laimo. Zolt Aranye now 13-0, 12 KO. That knockout took place at 132 of the first round. Alex Lara, we think making his pro debut, although we thought his name was Alejandro Lara. He scored a first-round knockout over Zamiz Bracewell out of Elm City, North Carolina. Lara out of Manhattan, New York. That win took place at 2:34 the first round. If it is Lara making his pro debut, he's now 1-0, 1 KO. And Bracewell making his pro debut, he's 0-1. And Bertha Arcil, the Cuban princess out of New York City, scored a first-round knockout over a very overmatched Raven Chapman out of Rocky Mountain, North Carolina. That bout took just 52 seconds of the first round. Arcil now 4-0, 3 KOs. Raven Chapman loses her pro debut. So we have 4 more bouts to go. Here tonight from the ABC Sports Complex, Springfield, Virginia. Less than an hour away from the card at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, as well as Jared Hurd looks to defend his IBF Super Welterweight title against former world champion Austin Trout. Or that big 3-bout super welterweight showcase they have. That should be a great, great night of boxing there as well. So we look like we're getting underway momentarily. The Bell Twins, one of the newest stars on the ice on Investigation Discovery. Both 2-0, 1 KO. Like we're getting ready to get started back here at the ABC Sports Complex. So again, a good crowd on hand here tonight. Seeing what has so far been a pretty quick night of boxing. You've only had a little less than 5 rounds of boxing here tonight. Jason Bell, 2-0, 1 KO. His brother is also 2-0, 1 KO. Taking on 2 guys making their pro debut. Alan Stevenson out of Richmond, Virginia will be Jason Bell's opponent. And Justin Bell's opponent will be Benny Williams out of Benton Harbor, Michigan. And again, both guys making their pro debut. Justin Bell, 2-0, 1 KO. He got his first pro knockout on the card at the Sphinx Club in D.C. on July 15th. Got a first round knockout of Eric Plumeri. But his opening bout, his pro debut bout, he got a big lesson when he won a 4-round unanimous decision over Greg Hackett. Now, Discombobulating Jones steps into the ring again. Grabs the mic and we'll get ready to go.
All officials, please resume your seating at ringside. All officials, please resume your seating at ringside.
Yep.
Okay. While we get ready for our next bout, We're joined now by Adam the Phenom Duranye, now fighting out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. First round knockout, 132 the first round against Fabian Laimo, a veteran coming in there. Congratulations, great win.
Thank you very much.
Set up the win, set up the knockout for us.
So I watched videos of the guy before the fight, and I seen that he leans a lot. When his opponent will come, I knew when I'm gonna come in, he's gonna lean a lot to his left and to his right. And when he leans, he drops his hand. So all I knew, I need to come in and feint. And when I come in and feint, he's gonna lean. And when he leans, I just gotta time him and catch him with it, because I see when he's leaning, his hands are down. So that's what I try to do. And I see when he comes in, he's open too when he's throwing punches. So I knew that's what I gotta do.
A good win, no question about that. Describe your career so far. How you think you're progressing? I know winning knockouts. You call one of the top prospects in the country now. Describe your career so far.
So I'm 13-0 now with 12 KOs, and slowly we're getting better opponents. And this was a step up. He's a better opponent. He's a veteran, and he has more wins. And he came out here to win. And we're just going to get better and better fighters coming in, and I'm hoping to get a world title soon, and go on TV first. But the first goal is to go on TV, go on one of the TV channels. It's going to be in the talks, and then from there, things will just come. I got to beat the opponents that are in front of me, and then the world title. That's what I'm looking for.
Now, this fight right here, you said it was a step-up fight. Was this the fighter that's supposed to see if he can push you into deeper water? Was this the type of fighter supposed to be?
He was supposed to give some tests, yes. Because he's 23 wins, 7 losses, not bad record, right? So he was supposed to come in and he was supposed to show something. He was supposed to see how long he can last, if he can hit me, or if he can even see what he can do against me, right? Or what I can do against him. So it was a step up, especially when you look at his record. It was definitely a step up. I wouldn't really say, because I've had fighters where I thought they had bad records but tough. They came out to fight and they were tough, and they were in with some veterans themselves, and I did really well against them. And this guy was just he was tough and he was good too, but his record was even better than the guys I fought before. So
Duranye, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Let's wish continued success. Thank you very much. We're going to ring out this Bombing Jones. Duranye.
This is sponsored for Just for Pets. Introducing the principals. First, fighting out the blue corners wearing the black trunks. He weighed in at an athletic 169 pounds. Making his pro boxing debut right here tonight, but he's also a pro MMA fighter, hoping not to forget which sport he's fighting tonight from Richmond, VA. Please welcome Alan Stevenson. And his opponent fighting out the red corner. He's wearing the black, red, and gold trunks. He weighed the same as his opponent, 169 pounds. 1-0 in his young career. After a highly accomplished amateur career, fighting out of District Heights, Maryland. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the first half of the Double Trouble Boxing Twins. Please welcome Jason Lee Bell. Time to team with the following structure. Four rounds of less super middleweight.
Jason Bell is actually 2-0 with 1 KO. He did win his last bout here at the ABC Sports Complex on April 29th. And he is trained by one of the legendary trainers in his business, Claude Boger, who trained with, who led Keith Holmes to 2 world titles. Here we go, round 1, we're scheduled for 4. Jason Bell out of District Heights, Maryland, taking on Alan Stevenson of Richmond, Virginia. Alongside Juan Marshall, I'm Gary Digital Williams. Thanks for staying with us here from the ABC Sports Complex in Springfield, Virginia. Bell trying to throw left hands. That missing right hand missing by Jason Bell. Left hand by Bell. Left jab to the body missing. Left hand by Bell. Right hand missing by Bell. A little short. Left hand throwing with more conviction there, missing, but they'll be throwing more conviction there by Jason Bell. First minute, round one, scheduled for 4. Left jab by Bell, blocked by Stevenson, last name. Left hand to the body, nice left hand there by Jason Bell. Missing, the right hand by Stevenson. Head toward the halfway point of round one, scheduled for 4. Left jab to the body, missing by Bell. Another left jab by Bell. Right hand over the top by Bell. Left jab missing by Bell. Heading to the final minute first round. Bell showing good patience in this first round. Both men feinting with the left hands. Right hand to the body by Bell, coming forward. Right hand missing by Bell. We head toward the final moments of the first round, scheduled for 4. Left jab by Bell. Stevenson blocking a lot of punches, and Bell landing shots, but he's throwing very little right now. He threw a left hand there to the body. It did no damage. And into the final seconds of the first round, scheduled for 4. Right hand missing by Bell. Right hand to the body that I'm missing. Left hand has the second tick away in its first round. Left hand by Stevenson thrown there at the round end. So patient performance thus far for Jason Bell.
Yeah, Jason Bell, he's trying to find his range right now. He's coming up short on a lot of his punches. The jab, even some shots to the body, he's coming up short because he's not really stepping in hard with those punches. And what Stevenson is doing, Stevenson is trying to counter off of him. And with Bell coming up short, Stevenson also is coming up short. So I think when they make the adjustments, we're going to see more punches landing coming into the second round.
To the coming main event, Jerron Williams taking on Marquise Pierce. Also have Thomas Snow against Stephon McIntyre, and Justin Bell take on the debuting Benny Williams.
Seconds out, seconds out.
Round 2 now is scheduled for 4. Both men tap gloves. Bell trying to throw a left jab. Stevenson staying on the outside, moving to his left. Good left hand by Bell that time. Right hand missing that time for a lunging right hand. Stevenson trying to switch styles a little bit. He's conventional at this point. Left jab by Bell. Left hand by Bell, I should say. Left hook. Jab to the body by Bell.
Stevenson switched to southpaw. Stevenson switched to southpaw. I'm going to see if that helps him a little.
Now he's going back to conventional once again. Left hand to the body, missing by Bell. Right hand over the top by Bell. That landed a little bit. Stevenson now squared up in front of Bell. Right hand over the top by Bell. Left hand and right hand by Bell. Left hand followed by right hook over the top. Past the first minute, round 2 scheduled for 4. Right hand by Bell to the body. Left hand to the body by Stevenson, misses. Left hand again by Bell. Left jab to the body that time. Right hand over the top by Stevenson. That misses. Stevenson now squaring up in front of Bell once again. Right hand over the top by Bell. Partially blocked by Stevenson. We're halfway through round 2. Left hand to the body by Bell. Bell lunges the left hand to the body. That misses. Right left hand once again. Right hand over the top by Bell, misses. Inside the final minute of the second round, scheduled for 4. Both men feigning, trying to throw shots, but neither man really doing any damage toward the other. There's left hand by Bell to the body. Left hand again by the body. The right hand to the body. Left hand by the body. Stevenson comes back with a couple right hands of his own. Once again, Bell going back to the body. That last body shot hurt Stevenson. Final seconds, round 2, and Bell and Stevenson will survive barely the second round. So in the final seconds of the second round, Jason Bell landed one of those left body shots. That did some damage.
Yeah, Stevenson definitely felt that shot in the last few seconds of the round. And I think if that happened early on, that's what I was thinking, that Jason Bell would pick up the pace a little bit and put more pressure on him coming to the round. And I think he could have got to put more, get Stevenson off balance a little bit. But now I think he knows what to do now, since he caught him at the end of the round with that body shot. Now I think he's really going to step it up and put more pressure on Stevenson. And now I think Stevenson's going to be more tentative, because Stevenson actually is allowing Bell to dictate this fight, because all he's trying to do is counterpunch. And Jason Bell is getting the opportunity to land whatever shot he wants to land and get the opportunity to put more pressure on him. And that's what's going to happen now coming to round 3.
Well, Stevenson's corner put a big bag of ice on that left side of Stevenson's body as they come out for round 3. Bell needs to make that target, and I think he's doing that. Right hand to that body. This with the left hand. Right hand missing by Bell. Left hand to the body by Bell once again. Right hand missing over the top by Bell, just missing. Bell looking very confident. The left hand by Bell to the body. Left hand up top by Bell. Stevenson throwing out very pawing jabs and right hands. Both men circling now. Bell to his left, and Stevenson going to his left as well. Left jab by Bell. Left hand to the body once again by Bell. Bell now coming out, staying on the outside. Left jab by Bell. He's dancing on the outside. I think he'd be more aggressive in this situation. We're halfway through round 3. There's left jab by Bell. Left hand again to the body by Bell. And Mark D'Antillo, the referee, tells him to stop dancing. His right hand over the top by Bell. That lands. Left hand by Bell to the face of Stevenson. Stevenson tries the left jab. Into the final minute of the third round, scheduled for 4. Stevenson missing with left hand. Stevenson pushing Bell, moving Bell back into the neutral corner over our real-time pain relief location. Heading toward the final moments of the third round, scheduled for 4. Stevenson with a left jab. Another left jab by Stevenson. Right hand to the body by Bell. Left hand to the body by Bell. Stevenson. Bell comes back with a left hand of his own. Final seconds, third round. Stevenson trying to throw punches. Bell calling him in and lands a couple of shots. Left hand, right hand. Bell rings to end round 3. So a strange round in the sense that Bell had an opportunity to do some damage in third round and really didn't take advantage of it.
Actually, he gave Stevenson some confidence because going into the third, I'm pretty sure Stevenson's worried about the attack that Bell was supposed to give him, and it didn't happen. And I think that's what made Stevenson more confident going into going throughout the round, and was able to withstand some of the shots they was throwing. And all of a sudden, he wanted to exchange with Bell at the end of the third round. So now we got the final round coming up. Stevens is in control of the fight, even without landing a lot of shots. But the confidence of Stevenson, he might get a chance to throw some shots in and pick up some points.
So get ready for the first time to go to the fourth and final round.
Seconds out, seconds out. All right, boxing fans, this is it. Please put your hands together for both ring warriors. This is the fourth and final round.
Tough touch gloves. Here we go. Left jab left hand to the body by Bell, but right hand by Stevenson. Bell now starting to throw swinging left hands, right hands as well. Left hand to the body. Bell now charging, keeping Stevenson off balance. Stevenson moving to his left. Bell trying to come forward this time. Third round, he was mostly on his bicycle, going back and forth on the outside. Low blow there by Bell. They both acknowledge it and tap gloves. Left jab to the body by Bell. Right hand over the top by Bell. That misses. Left jab by Bell. Left hand by Stevenson misses. First minute, final round. Stevenson throws a pawing right jab. Left hand by Bell. Left hand misses by Stevenson. Left hand to the body. Nice left hand by Jason Bell. Stevenson comes back with left hand of his own. He gets caught with the right hand by Bell. And now Stevenson gets out of the way, misses the right hand. Halfway through the final round. Bell is starting to throw a little wildly here. And both entangled. Left hand by Bell. Throw a left jab. Left hand by Bell, right hand by Bell, I should say. So here's to the final minute of the final round. Right hand missing by Bell. Left hand missing by Bell. Left hand landing by Stevenson misses. Inside the final minute, Stevenson moves to his right, out of the way. Left hand missing by Stevenson. Right hand over the top missing by Stevenson. Left hand to the body by Bell. Final seconds, final round. It looks like this first bout will go the distance of the night. Here at the ABC with Stevenson laying a left hand right at the bell. So it looks like Bell did enough to win, but I think he made that bout a little harder than it could have been.
Yeah, that bout was definitely, to me, it seemed like he had to do more work without actually doing a lot of work. You understand what I'm saying? Because he didn't throw a whole lot of punches, convincing punches that landed on Stevenson, other than the body shot that he caught him with towards the end of the third round. But other than that, he didn't dominate the fight like I thought he should have. and he let Stevenson continue to stay in this fight longer than what Bell should have let him stand. You know, to me, it could have been a dominating performance by Bell, but it just didn't happen that way. For some reason, he didn't turn on the pressure and put those body shots and those power shots behind what he needed to do. So that's why, like you said, it was harder than it was supposed to be.
He did well in the second round. He started to go to the body, and he really put some pressure on. And then from there, third and fourth round, the fourth round he did a little better. But third round, I thought he let Stevenson off the hook in that situation, especially.
Yeah, and like you said, when a fighter sees his opponent hurt, even closing around, going into the next round, sometimes depending on the opponent, if a fighter knows his opponent can withstand some power, they back off a little bit. They don't get themselves because they feel it's a trap. You know, when they think the opponent is hurting, the aggressor, then they get caught with a counter shot. That wasn't the case in this fight. Bell had Stevenson hurt, and I think in the third round he should have jumped on him and kept the pressure up, and maybe he could have got a stoppage.
So we get our first decision of the night. Just a moment from ring announcer Disc Bobby Jones. Here comes ring announcer Disc Bobby Jones as he has the official decision of the judges.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a well-deserved round of applause for both our ring warriors? They fought their hearts out in here tonight. All three judges, Luke Belhumere, Brian Costello, and Mark D'Attilio, scored it the same 40-36, all to the winner by unanimous decision, Jason Lee Bell. That's it for Alan Stevenson as well.
So Jason Bell wins by unanimous decision, shutout across the board, 40-36. And Bell is now 3-0 in 1 KO. And Alan Stevenson falls in his pro debut. Scheduled to come up next, Justin Bell, as he takes on Benny Williams. Benny Williams making his pro debut. Justin Bell coming off a first-round knockout of Eric Plumeri back on July 15th in D.C. at the Sphinx Club. So we'll see how Justin fares. Three more bouts remaining. Get ready for Justin Bell to come in.
Warrior to the ring, please. To the blue corner, Ben Williams.
situation where weight disparity comes into play. Ben Williams came over the light heavyweight limit. He was at 180 tonight. And Justin Bell came in at 172. Right now, he looks a lot bigger than 180. He looks closer to almost 190, I think. Ben Williams making his pro debut tonight.
Warrior to the ring, please. To the ring corner, Justin Bell.
Justin Bell also being trained by Claude Boger. Jason's coming to ringside to watch his brother.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this special attraction bout is scheduled for 4 rounds or less in the super middleweight division. Your referee, Billy Johnson. Sponsored by Title Boxing Club. Introducing the principals first. Fighting out the blue corner, he's wearing the black trunks with white trim. He weighed in at a fit fighter and ready 178 pounds. Highly accomplished MMA fighter who hopes those skills will transition here as he makes his pro boxing debut tonight from Benton Harbor, Michigan. Here is Big Benji Williams. And his opponent fighting in the red corner, he's wearing the silver and red sequin. He weighed in and he's ready for ring business, 172 pounds. 2-0 in his young career with 1 knockout to his credit. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the second half of the Double Trouble Boxing Twins from District Heights, Maryland. Please welcome Justin Bell. Billy Johnson with the final instruction. All right, gents, touch him up. Let's go.
Here we go, 4 rounds or less. And I guess this is the light heavyweight division technically. Bell's a little over super middleweight, and Ben Williams is over the light heavyweight division. He's over cruiserweight, so we'll see what happens. Gary Digital Williams alongside Juan Marshall sitting in our real-time pain relief ringside seats here at the ABC Sports Complex in Springfield, Virginia for his victory boxing card. Justin Bell moving the left hand. Williams moving off to his left. Left hand looking close. They tango. Referee Billy Johnson separates them. Right hand to the body by Bell. Left hand by Justin Bell. Williams dancing on the outside. Left hand missing by Williams. Missing shots, and left hand by Williams. Williams throws left hand to the body. Standing on the outside is Ben Williams. Left hand missing by Williams. Both men exchange left hands, and Williams come back with left hand of his own. And left hand to the body by Bell. Left hand to the body. First minute, round 1, schedule 4. Right hand by Bell to the head of Williams. They tangle once again. Bell with the left hand. Right hand on the top by Williams. First minute, inside the first minute, round 1, scheduled for 4. Bell trying to walk Williams down. Right hand to the body missing. Both men change left hands, they tangle. Referee Billy Johnson separates them. They tattle once again. And Billy Johnson wants to fight, work it out over near the red corner. And now they separate, and referee Johnson separates them. Both men missing shots. Right hand to the body by Bell. Williams starting to hang on a little bit more now. The past halfway point. Good body shots by Bell. Right hand missing by Bell. Left hand by Bell. And Williams and Bell come back with a counter right hand of his own. Over tangle in the blue corner. Right directly in front of us. And Billy Johnson has to separate them. Inside the final minute, first round, scheduled for 4. Right hand over the top by Bell. Right hand to the body by Bell. Final seconds, first round. Bell trying to be aggressive. There's a body shot, left hand, right hand to the head by Bell. Solid left hand, right hand by Justin Bell as the round comes to a close. So a good first round performance by Justin Bell.
Yeah, definitely a good performance. He knew when to step the pressure up. He knew he started off slow. He waited for the opportunity for one of those shots to land, and it did. It caught Williams off guard, and it made Williams stumble back a little bit, and then he stepped up the pressure, and that's what you need to do. You know when to step up the pressure at the right time to get your opponent off balance. So now Williams is questioning that. Now he's not you know how the round started at first, he seemed like he was confident a little bit. Then you seen his confidence go away once Bell started landing those shots. And now I think that he's going to be more, Bell's going to put more pressure on coming into the second round. He's going to do something different that Jason didn't do. He's going to actually come in, and I think he's going to put more pressure in from the sound of the bell.
Getting ready for round 2. Here we go. Bell confidently comes out, meets Williams on his side of the corner. Williams slips and falls. He got tangled up in the ropes, no knockdown there. Oh, Bill, and I think Williams may have hurt his left ankle. Oh, it's okay. Let's see what happens here. Right hand by Williams underneath. Couple good right hands. But Bell with the left hand of his own. Williams moves Bell a little bit with the left hand. Angle seems to be okay for Williams. Left hand to the body by Williams. Left hand returned by Bell. Left hand with Bell there, right over our ringside. Real-time pay-per-view location. Left hand by Bell. Williams hangs on as referee Johnson separates him. He warns Williams for hanging on. Left hand by Bell. Right hand on top by Bell. Right hand by Williams and floats. Both men slugging it out here in the center of the ring. And referee Johnson separates him. And a good left hand by Williams coming in. So Williams starting to get some shots off of his own here in the second round. But Bell then lands a body shot with the right hand that drops Williams to the canvas. He's on one knee. Count of 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, that's it. Justin Bell took some shots to get some of his own, and he gets a knockout in the second round.
He looked to be more aggressive. Like I said, he was going to come out and turn up the heat a little bit. Williams was trying to exchange with him, but he was getting caught in that, and that's what wore him down.
Yeah, he landed a couple shots in there, but Bell had the more powerful shots, and he put Williams down. Williams could not come back from the body shots. So Justin Bell now 3-0 with 2 KOs. Second straight knockout in his young pro career. Rennie Williams falls in his pro debut. We'll get the official time momentarily. And now Dr. Greg Banks looking at the left knee of Ben Williams. did twist his ankle. He fell into the ropes, kind of twisted himself. Dr. Banks now checking the ankle. So between the ankle injury and the punches, Williams really could not continue. All right. Discombobulating Jones. Williams hobbles a little bit. He hobbles over to Justin Bell. Gets congratulations from the Bell twins, both in the ring. Ring announcer. So let's see. Hold on. Got a problem with the microphone there at ringside. We'll see if the have issues with the mic here. So Justin Bell is your winner, but so we get official time 1:37 of the second round. We got it here at ringside. Justin Bell now 3-0, 2 KOs, and Benny Williams now 0-1. Our co-feature coming up, that's Thomas Snow taking on Stefan McIntyre. And then our main event, Deron Williams battling Marquise Pierce.
There you go. Thank you.
Hey, Mike's back on.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Billy Johnson calls a halt to the bout and goes into the record books as a TKO. 1 minute 37 seconds of the second round. The winner, Justin Lee Bell. The Double Trouble Boxing Twins.
For our co-feature tonight. And that could be interesting. Thomas Snow.
Warrior to the ring, please. To the
Stefan McIntyre.
Stefan McIntyre.
Stefan McIntyre 234-4. He is part of who's who of people throughout his career. Especially beltweight boxers. He's fought like the Markel Johns, fought him twice, both the draws. Kobe Abrides fought twice, both by unanimous decision. And Alexander Marine went the distance with him. In 2015, he won a unanimous decision against McIntyre. Ronaldo gains when a 6-round majority decision against him. Kevin Rivers Jr. was one of the few to knock him out. Knocked out McIntyre in the 3rd round back in January 2015 at the Washington Convention Center. Marcus Bates had a draw against him. So McIntyre goes the distance most of the time. We'll see if he does it here against Thomas K.O. Snow, who's a new father. Come back for the first time
Thomas Snow
since May of 2016. Thomas is in his franchise mode here. Good King Promotions.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this special traction bout is scheduled for 6 rounds or less in the Super Bantamweight division. Sponsored by Kingston Design Remodeling. Your referee, Billy Johnson. Introducing the principals. First, fighting out the blue warriors wearing the black trunks with yellow trim. He weighed in at a light but tight 122 pounds. With 40 bouts to his credit, he's a veteran that's not new to this, he's true to this. Hailing from the area of Atlanta, and we've seen him in thrilling bouts before against our locals, Ronaldo Gaines, Kobe Abrini, and Monster Mark Johns. He's back with a vengeance tonight. Please welcome Stefan Kid Fire McIntyre. And his opponent fighting out the red corner. He's wearing the black trunks with white hair. He weighed in at a mighty 123 pounds. His excellent professional record, 18 victories, only 3 defeats, 12 big KOs to his credit, and after a self-imposed exile, where he welcomed his new son into the world, he's back better than ever, with even more to fight for tonight. Boxing fans, please welcome back the franchise, Thomas K.O. Snow! Billy Johnson with the final instructions.
All right, touch him up.
So our co-feature tonight here from the ABC Sports Complex in Springfield, Virginia. Alongside Juan Marshall, I'm Gary Digital Williams. We're in our real-time pain relief ringside seats here at the ABC Sports Complex in Springfield, Virginia. Round 1 was scheduled for 6. Here we go. Snow to southpaw. McIntyre starting off quickly with the left jabs. McIntyre's 9th bout in 2017. Snow has not fought since May of 2016 when he lost a 8-round unanimous decision to Luis Orlando Del Valle. Both men changing jabs. That was in Washington, D.C. at the D.C. Armory. Right jab to the body, right jab top by Snow. Right hand over the top by Snow. They tangle once again. Our real-time pay-per-view location. Referee Billy Johnson looks to separate them. They separate themselves. First minute, round 1 scheduled for 6. Right hand over the top by Snow. Right jab by Snow. Right hand missing by McIntyre. Tries to throw it. Throws right hand to the body that misses. Right hand over the top by Snow. the center of the ring. Right jab by Snow. Right hand over the top by McIntyre. Right hand up top by McIntyre. There's a couple combinations by McIntyre. Left hand to the body by McIntyre. Snow pushes him away. Heading to the final minute of the first round, scheduled for 6. Left hand by Snow. You see Snow is looking to cock that left hand. Right hand by McIntyre, however. Left hand by Snow. That left hand is left hand close. Snow pushes McIntyre up against the ropes. Referee Billy Johnson separates him. And Johnson warns Snow for pushing. Right hand over the top by McIntyre. Right jab to the body by Snow. And to the final moments of the first round, was scheduled for 6. Snow trying to throw left hand in close. Right hand to the body by McIntyre. Left hand over the top by McIntyre. That was partially blocked by Snow, but I think some of that got in. Right jab by Snow. Final seconds, first round. Right hand tango. Going to the ropes against one another. And the round ends. So, interesting first round there. McIntyre got his moment, but I think Snow may have won it just on ring generalship.
Yeah, I think he squeaked it out. But you can looking at this bout, you can tell you see two ring experienced fighters in the ring with a southpaw and a conventional fighter. You see McIntyre trying to move to his left, which you're supposed to do against a southpaw. But I see Snow is trying to eliminate that by staying in the center of the ring and not allowing McIntyre to move that way. But McIntyre's not giving up ground. He keeps trying to move to the left, and he's countering off of what Snow's throwing, because Snow is not really using a lot of jabbing in this. That's why McIntyre is able to step to the left and land some of the shots that he's landing. But Snow is the one that's landing just a few more shots when they get inside.
Round 2 was scheduled for 6. McIntyre more herky-jerky started second round. Throwing a left jab. Missing that right hand by Snow. Right hand to the body by McIntyre misses. The right hand by McIntyre. McIntyre adjusting his trunks for whatever reason. Left hand over the top by Snow. Good combination, left hand to the body. 3-punch combination by Thomas Snow, ending with that left hand to the body. Right jab by Snow. Southpaw to Capitol Heights, Maryland. And once again, McIntyre barrels Snow into the ropes, and the two men separate. And referee Johnson warns Snow keep his hands off top of the head. Good 5 straight right jabs by Snow, flicking out. McIntyre trying to flick out a jab, left with the left hand. Left hand over the top by Snow, missing. Right hand missing by McIntyre. Right hand by McIntyre, Snow gets away. Couple good left hands by Snow up top. Past the first minute, round 2, scheduled for 6, round 2. Right hand over the top by McIntyre, that misses. There's a left hand by McIntyre, that misses. Left hand over the top misses by McIntyre as well. Right hand by Snow. There's a left uppercut by Snow. Right hand over the top by Snow. They tangle once again. Trying to work their way out, but referee Billy Johnson separates them. Past halfway point, round 2, scheduled for 6. Once again, warning from referee Billy Johnson, Thomas Snow, for turning McIntyre around. Left hand over the top by Snow. Another left hand by Snow. Another left hand by Snow. 3 straight left up top by Thomas K.O., the franchise Snow. Right hand to the body by Snow. Another right hand. There's left hand by Snow. Right hand over the top by Snow. And McIntyre tried to keep his guard high. They're back up against the far neutral corner. They tangle once again. And Billy Johnson will separate. They know Now they're separated. At first they were trying to work their way out. McIntyre tried to bully a little bit. That didn't work. Into the final minute, second round, scheduled for 6. Right hand by Snow, final seconds. In round number 2. Thomas Snow staying on the outside, working that jab. And he continues his play in his bout.
A little more activity from Snow in this round. McIntyre is doing more of a bob and weaving type of thing, but he's not throwing any shots. And I think he's trying to use that to be able to try to use a little quickness to get inside of Snow, his guard. But he needs to do it. He's doing everything. He's showing that he wants to do it, but he's just not doing it. And I think Snow's punches are not really sharp, but he's able to land because Stephon McIntyre isn't showing anything that he's trying to counterpunch or anything. So what he needs to do is use his speed that McIntyre has to get inside, and when he gets inside, he needs to stay there. And when he stays there, he needs to go to the body a little bit more and then start working his way to the top of the head.
You're listening to live coverage of the Victory Boxing Promotion card from the ABC Sports Complex in Springfield, Virginia. Here on the Boxing on the Beltway Google app for Android. We welcome you continue listening to this bout, this card. And we also welcome our iOS listeners on Spreaker.com and iHeartRadio.com. Gary Digital Williams alongside Warren Marshall. We're in round 3 of our co-feature between Thomas K.O. Snow of Capitol Heights, Maryland, taking on Stephon McIntyre of Jonesboro, Georgia. Both men tangle. Both men really tangle.
No flashes on the camera, please. Over there in the corner.
Left hand missing by Snow. Right hand missed by Snow. Right hand top by Snow. McIntyre tried to throw right hand of his own. Right hand missing by Snow, and McIntyre tangles and falls down. No knockdown called by referee Billy Johnson. Snow trying to use that jab. Left hand over the top by Snow, misses. Right hand by McIntyre. Comes back in that one. First minute, round 3, scheduled for 6. Snow with the right hand, another right hand, left hand. The good right hand by Snow that time. And then they tangle once again. Snow spins McIntyre around. And Billy Johnson has to fix Snow's trunks a little bit that came down. Snow, a brand new father. There's a right hand by Snow. McIntyre lands the right hand and misses left hand. Snow's wife had a son last night, as a matter of fact, as we record this. Left hand by Snow. Combination by Snow. Right hand by Snow. There's left hand down the pipe by Snow. McIntyre tried the right hand. Snow gets away from that. Into the final minute of the second round.
That's the punch that works against the southpaw, the right hand. What Stephon McIntyre needs to do, he needs to step inside instead of stepping on the outside of the southpaw foot. He needs to step inside the right hand, inside the right foot of Snow, and then land that right hand.
McIntyre trying to charge Snow now. He lands the right hand there, but Snow gets out of the way. And referee Billy Johnson warns McIntyre of using the elbow. Heading to the final moments of the third round, scheduled for 6. Snow with combinations. Left hand missing by McIntyre. Final seconds of the third round. Right hand by McIntyre. Both men just walk off at the end of the third round. So Snow a little bit more pressure, but McIntyre getting his shots in every now and again.
Yeah, McIntyre's getting his shots in, but Thomas Snow is actually doing a great job of keeping McIntyre off balance a little bit. Because when McIntyre is trying to throw punches, he's off balance when he's throwing them, and that leaves open the counter shots that Snow's hitting him with. And also, Snow is starting to use his jab a little bit more to start things off in the start of these rounds. he's also using some angles on McIntyre too, and that's why McIntyre's not been able to land the shots that he wants to land on Snow because of those angles that Snow's using.
Get ready for the fourth round, scheduled for 6.
Seconds out, seconds out.
Here we go, round 4, scheduled for 6. Thomas K.O. Snow, 18-3, 12 KOs. Stephon McIntyre, 2-34-4. But he's one of the more durable boxers you will ever see in this business today. Both Snow staying on the outside. Right hand by Snow misses. Left hand swinging by McIntyre. Right jab by Snow. Left hand over the top by Snow. 2 jabs followed by a left hand. 2 right jabs followed by the left hand by the southpaw. First bout for Snow since May of 2016. Left hand over the top by McIntyre. There's right, left hand over back, and they tangle once again. Here's center ring, and they break. As we head toward the halfway point of round number 4. Right hand by McIntyre, that lands. Left jab, right jab by Snow. Another right jab by Snow. Moves to his right, up against almost near the ropes, but Snow comes back, now in the center of the ring, as Snow lands a couple good left hands. Tries to drive that right jab through the high guard of McIntyre. They tangle once again. McIntyre trying to go left jab. They tangle once again. Referee Billy Johnson separates them. They tangle once again. Right jab by Snow. Left hand by Snow. Another left hand by Snow. Now Snow dances along the outside of the ring, outside of the contest. Moving outside off to his right. Left hand by Snow, right hand by McIntyre. That misses barely. They tangle once again. Referee separates them. And a warning once again by Snow. Another one. That's his last warning. Not exactly sure what Billy Johnson's warning him about, but there's a stern warning to Thomas Snow on that one. Snow on the outside. Moving to his left. McIntyre trying to cut him off. Final seconds, 4th round. Right hand misses by McIntyre. Snow throwing right jabs as the round ends. So again, McIntyre slowly getting some shots in, and Snow trying to stay on the outside and play a little defense.
Yeah, the rounds are getting faster, and McIntosh is actually pushing the rounds a little faster, and putting them at a little faster pace. And Snow's fighting backwards now. But McIntyre, he's trying to put pressure on Snow, but Snow is trying to, doing a good job of trying to elude the pressure and landing some shots of his own. But McIntosh is landing more shots throughout the rounds. But I don't think it's enough to actually start winning the rounds like he's been doing. Because I think, as far as winning the rounds, I think Snow's been doing a good job of winning the rounds. But the pressure has been pressed a little bit more from McIntyre going to the deeper rounds.
Okay. Heading in the 5th round here. And the last time McIntyre was knocked out, you got to go all the way back to December of 2016 when he lost a 5th round TKO to Dean Burrell in Greenville, North Carolina.
Round 5.
He's had 2 draws in that stretch. Round 5 scheduled for 6. Gary Digital Williams alongside Juan Marshall. No, now stay on the right side, now trying to land. Stay on the outside, trying to land the right hand. The right hand. Take a couple shots and moving away. There's left hand by Snow. Right hand by Snow. Another right hand by Snow. Snow gets the body with the right hand. Looks like Snow trying to step up the pace in his 5th round. Right hand by McIntyre. Misses. Snow gets out of the way. Snow's always been known for his quickness. Let the right hand move out of the way. Right hand by Snow peeks out. McIntyre trying to throw right hand. Left hand by Snow. That misses barely. First minute, round 5. Right hand missing by Snow. Left hand to the body by Snow. Right hand by Snow. Moving to stay on the outside. McIntyre missed totally. Left hand and a left hand, but no knockdown. Left hand by McIntyre, but no knockdown there. Snow falls there. Past the halfway point of round 5, scheduled for 6. McIntyre trying to cut off, but no, hitting left hand. Right hand over the top by Snow. Right hand missing by McIntyre. They tangle once again near the center of the ring. They break on their own this time. Left hand, right hand by McIntyre. Right hand over the top by McIntyre. That just barely missed there. Left hand by Snow. That left hand by Snow. Right hand missing by Snow. McIntyre missed with a wild right hand. Heading to the final moments of the 5th round, scheduled for 6. It's been a very interesting, strange fight at times. And both men tangle before the bell even rings. Stop before the bell even rings. So we're heading now to the 6th and final round.
Right now we're seeing much of the same thing going on, nothing different, but less punches thrown this round. You know, both guys moving around a little bit, doing more tying up than anything. 6th round, I see McIntyre trying to put the pressure on because I think he knows he's behind a little bit because he knows he hasn't been landing the shots that Snows has been landing on him. So I think he's going to come out and try to go for everything, and just put the pressure on Snow and throw everything. Just let his hands go.
So we get ready for the 6th and final round of the contest.
Fight fans, put your hands together for both ring warriors. This is the 6th and final round.
See what happens in the 6th and final round as Snow tries to fend off McIntyre. McIntyre starting to pick up the pace. Here in the 6th final round, he's trying to land left jabs. Snow comes back with a right hand. A couple good right jabs there. Left hand misses by McIntyre. Right hand by Snow. Right hand by Snow. Right hand by McIntyre. Right hand missing by McIntyre. Again, left hand by Snow. The combination by Snow. Good left hand by Snow that time. Right hand by Snow up to the face. Snow faking, feigning. Win missing there. Right hand by Snow. Right hand by McIntyre misses. They tangle once again. And they break up on their own. Right hand by Snow. Left hand by Snow. Right hand to the face. Start off with a jab. There's a left hand lead by Snow. There's a right jab. Another right jab to the body. Left hand over the top by Snow. Halfway through the final round. Right hand over the top by Snow. A little bit of target practice there for Common Snow there. Right hand by McIntyre. That misses. Left hand by Snow. Another left hand by Snow. Right hand by left hand, by McIntyre. That misses. No, going back and forth. Moving back to his right now. He's circling the ring. He's over near the blue corner, then the McIntyre corner across from us. And McIntyre puts his hands down, wants Snow to come in and engage inside the final minute of the final round. Right hand by McIntyre. Right, Snow stops and moves to his right. Left hand by move to the left by Snow. They tangle once again. And referee Billy Johnson separates them. Snow with a couple combinations. Left hand to the body. Left hand up top by Snow. Right hand and left hand by Snow. Right jab, then left hand to the body. Left hand up top. Final seconds, final round. So one bout we knew was going the distance was indeed going to do that. And the bout and the round ends. So Common Snow with a lot of movement tonight. Not a whole lot of punches thrown, but he may have needed enough tonight. Need a lot of punches tonight.
Yeah, I thought this bout was going to be more active than what we saw, but you know, Thomas, he's been out of the ring for about a year now, and Stephon McIntyre I thought was going to bring him a little bit more to this, but I think Thomas Snow had enough because his ring generalship and his experience in the ring to shut that down for Stephon McIntyre, you know, and like I said, I was expecting more from it. But to me, Snow won every round that I saw. He landed more shots, and what Stephon McIntyre was trying to do, Snow did not allow that to happen.
So Juan Marsh and I both think Thomas Snow goes to his 19th pro win. We'll get the official decision from ring announcer Bobby and Jones. But that's what those type of bouts that keep Stephon McIntyre in business. Despite his one-loss record, he gives boxers the rounds. He gives people opportunities to get some rounds. So that's what Stephon McIntyre does. Wait the decision here. Now main event coming up next. Deron Williams against Marquise Pierce. Right now, this is Bobby and Jones stepping into the ring now. He has the official decision of the judges.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official scoring is as follows. Judge Luke Belmore scored it 58-56. Judge Brian Costello saw it 60-54, and Judge Mark Villatio 59-55, all to the winner by unanimous decision, the franchise, Thomas K.O. Snow.
So Thomas Snow raises his record now to.
Everybody,
Here's Thomas Snow.
I just want to thank Victory Boxing for putting me on this card. I want to thank my trainer, Herschel Hall, for spending his time with me in the Vernacular is still after boxing. And once again, thanks for Victory Boxing and Mike, and thank all y'all for coming up. We'll see y'all next time.
Thomas Snow, who never met a light, he did not like.
Victor Smith.
Thomas Snow now 19-3
And while we wait Victor Smith,
with 12
I'd
KOs.
like to introduce
Elton McIntyre.
This gentleman.
Now 235-2.
All too soon. Roger Leonard in the house. Where are you, Roger? That's right, 6-0. Wasn't that your final record? That's right, Roger Leonard. His sister, who can forget how she sung the national anthem before Sugar Ray's fight. Sandra Leonard James. Husband, Reverend Billy St. James. Thank you for coming out, my friend. Also, a gentleman doing yeoman's work with our youth in D.C. to stop the killings with Alliance of Concerned Men, Rico Rush. Thank you for joining us, Rico. 76 Olympic trials finalist Henry Bunch Bay. Super lightweight who was supposed to be on tonight's fight card, but we couldn't get an opponent for him. Monster Mark Johns. Our boxing media gurus at ringside. Ron Marshall, Prime Sports, Boxing Talk, and the #1 red blog and all the boxing along the Beltway area. Digital Williams. Thank you for joining us. An old pro from Blast from the Past, Scott Manassas Baller Farmer. And another gentleman helping youth to save their own lives with love through tennis. Spike Henry. Thank you, my friend. You're doing some great work with our youth. Thank you so much. Dr. Davis, Kenny Leonard, Mike Thomas to the ring, please. Master Sergeant Kevin Green to the ring.
A number of people coming to ringside here. They're having a couple of raffles here. Our main event, Deron Williams out of Maryland, originally from Washington, D.C.
Kenny Leonard, Mike Thomas, Dr. Davis.
All his bouts in Phoenix, Arizona. His last bout was a 4-round unanimous decision win over Israel Valdez back on September 3rd.
Recuperating from knee surgery, doing it on the
in Phoenix, Arizona, Celebrity
Kenny
Theater.
Leonard, where are you, Kenny?
And Marquise Pierce now 1-11. He has fought some quality people over his career. Velweight boxers Glenn DeZern and Ronaldo Gaines.
Come on, Dr. Davis. Kenny.
He's gone the distance in his last 4 bouts.
Kenny Leonard.
Everybody came out. I'm so glad that everybody came out to enjoy what we got tonight. To see some of this young talent we got out here, give some of these kids an opportunity to express their talent. And I'm glad you came out to see some of these champions. We got a young kid who will come out and you will hear a lot about him. So pay very close attention to him. So one day you'll see him as being champion of the world. And I hope y'all enjoy everything. Have a safe ride after the fight going home. And we'll see you next time in December.
If you can hear me, thanks everybody coming out tonight. We put this show together for the Army United States Armed Forces. Everyone can please stand and show everybody how much we love and care for our forces. They're here tonight and proud to hear Caleb Green to sing the national anthem. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, if you all please rise. First, we will have a traditional 10 count. Jody Patterson at the bell. This past week, we lost 2 great ones in boxing from the area. The first gentleman was Nat Williams, He was the first promoter of the Mayor's Cup in D.C. back in the 80s. Also the president of the Boxing Information Center in D.C. We laid him to rest, but his legacy lives on. And certainly, for the second person, we'd like to recognize Captain Morrison, Fairfax County Department and EMS, along with recently retired DC firefighter, master trainer out of No Excuses Gym, who passed yesterday, the late great Bernard Boogaloo Roach. At this time, we will give the traditional 10 count in their honor. All lines clear, quiet please. May their spirits rest in peace. If you will remain standing for the singing of the national anthem. This is Master Sergeant Caleb Green, retired United States Army. Master Sergeant Caleb Green, retired United States Army. Victor Smith to the ring, please. Victor Smith, pro serve. Victor Smith, pro serve.
The 10 counts once again. Of course, we talked about.
We're listening for our loudest and proudest fan for collector item T-shirts tonight. Thrown to you by the Ring Card Cutie Twins.
We lost, as we said earlier today, tonight's broadcast. We were shocked to hear about the passing of Bernard Roach. We talked about that earlier. Now, we also lost last week. We lost Nat Williams. I talked about him on my podcast last week. The founder of the Boxing Information Center, and really solid person, like a father figure to me. And we mourn his passing as well. So, two great names in the world of welterweight boxing, and we lost both of them within over the last 2 weeks of time. So we're getting ready for our main event.
Warriors to the ring, please. To the blue corner, Marquise Pierce.
Marquise Pierce coming to the ring. Pierce been stopped 3 times in his career Ronell Green got him in August of 2013, third round knockout in Wheeling, West Virginia. Then in October of 2013, Jesus Gonzalez knocked him out in the first round, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And then in August of 2015, it was Francisco Ochoa knocked him out in the second round.
You know it. Sweet
Darren Williams, big crowd here for his homecoming, first bout he's fought here in his hometown, home area, I should say, in the Beltway. Fought a few times in the Golden Gloves here. Darren Sweet Tay Williams. Again, his ring announcer, DC Boxing Hall of Famer, Discombobulating Jones.
Promoters, Dr. Davis, Mike Thomas, and Kenny Leonard of Victory Boxing Management proudly presents our feature bout the evening as sanctioned by the Virginia State Athletic Commission, Department of Professional and Occupational Regulation, Executive Director David L. Holland, Assistant Jody Patterson. And so, from in front of a standing room only crowd here at the ABC Auditorium in Springfield, VA, as heard on the Boxing Along the Beltway Speakers Radio podcast and seen on cable broadcast, we've come to our main event and a moment of truth. Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, it's time to bring the noise. Springfield boxing fans, are you ready to do this? Of world-class boxing in the super bantamweight division. Matchmaker Brian Dillon, sponsored by Serve Pro. Introducing the principals. First, fighting out the blue corner, he's wearing the blue trunks with white trim. He weighed in at a ring tough 116 pounds. With a dozen bouts under his belt, he returns to the area, having previously fought our locals Glenn DeZern and Ronaldo Gaines. Hoping the third time is the charm. Hailing from Brick City, Newark, New Jersey. Boxing fans, please welcome back Marquise the Beast Pierce. As the opponent fighting out the red corner with his coach, Coach Grant, having come back from school, fighting a good fight. He has a black, red, and gold teeth. He has a short and quick 122 pounds. After holding his opponent away with 5 straight victories on the road with 2 KOs, he returned to fighting home for the first time. From the nation's capital, Washington, D.C., here's our future super bantamweight champion in the making, the Santana. Giving pass with the final stop.
All right, gents, touch him up. Let's go.
So Darren Williams making his home debut here tonight from the ABC Sports Complex, Springfield, Virginia. Alongside Juan Marshall, I'm Gary Digital Williams. Thanks for staying with us here throughout the evening. Our main event tonight here from the ABC Sportsplex Packed House here tonight here in Springfield.
Please, no mics on your camera. No mics on the camera, thank you. In the back, the lights. please, on your camera.
Here you go, round one. We're scheduled for 6. Here we go.
Round one. In the corner, no lights on
Right
the
jab
camera.
by the southpaw Williams.
In the corner over there, no lights on the camera, please.
Right hand missing by Williams. Here's tries left hand in close. Williams on the inside, Pierce staying on the outside. Right jab by Williams. Right miss on his right hand by Pierce. That misses right hand. Here's herky jerky. I go ahead and put his left hand by Williams. That lands. Big crowd response on that one. First minute, round one, scheduled for 6. Right hand by Williams, that misses. Right hand misses by Williams. Right jab by Williams. Left hand misses by Pierce. By Williams, should say. That didn't do a lot of damage, but Pierce so herky-jerky, kind of hard to tell. Right jab misses. They tangle once again. Referee Billy Johnson separates them. Right hand by Williams. That lands. And has Pierce in a little bit of trouble. Williams. And he stops the bout. And that's it. That is it. All it took was a flurry. And Marquise Pierce was done for the night. Darren Williams makes his return home successful. Pierce still a little bewildered there. But just one shot into the crowd here. Marquise Pierce went the distance in his last 4 bouts, couldn't get out of the first round tonight. And Pierce is having some issues here. I don't know what's going on here. He's having problems with the doctor over there at ringside. Pierce stand up. Very disgusted look on his face. Don't know why. Don't know what's going on here. This is bizarre. I don't understand the issue with his he got knocked down. He got stopped in a bout. And he's just yelling and screaming for no reason. It's this moment just for time.
Referee Billy Johnson called the halt to the body to the record books at a TKO. 1 minute 46 seconds of the very first round. From Miami,
the big round on hand. Here's Darren Williams. Well, Darren Williams, I think we're going to talk to the folks here at ringside. A lot of them came to see him. Meanwhile, Marquise Pierce really having a tough time. He was overwhelmed in the last stage of the bout, and for some reason he is just overwhelmed and he's just very upset. Here's Darren Williams.
I want to thank Victory Boxing Management, Leonard Promotion, Dr. Jonathan Davis, Michael Thomas, Kenneth Lynn, everybody who helped with this event. I love you. Thanks for supporting me. Coach Greg, no matter how. Of course, I got them Pops, Big Bug, if I get up on me, I gotta thank my man Herman. I'm the one that's somewhere, but Herman, I see you that good. I thank bro. Everybody been on there support me, man. Now you be back in December. Hey, if we want to back some more. Hey, y'all.
I'd like everybody coming out, put it on your calendar. December 2nd. We'll be back December 2nd. DJ, they have to go home.
Darren wins by first round out. From the AB Sports Complex in Springfield, Virginia, this is the Boxing on Beltway Post-Fight Battle Show. Boxing on Beltway Post-Fight Battle Show is brought to you in part by UndisputedBrand.com. Visit UndisputedBrand.com for the finest in boxing and mixed martial arts apparel. Undisputed Brand, the brand true champion, and by Real-Time Family. Fast, safe, and effective plant-based appointment. Go to www.feedmeoff.com. Buy $10 worth of Real-Time Family. You get a free $10 dude. Real-Time Family. Moving on, the pain is gone in real time. Gary Digital Williams, alongside Warren Marshall Knight, where we just saw Darren Sweet Day Williams down by Washington, D.C. So a big first round knockout. Marquise Pierce of New Jersey. And you gotta wonder what's going on with Marquise Pierce after the fight. Williams just overwhelmed him halfway through the bout, went on to the victory. But you gotta wonder what was going on with Marquise Pierce at the end of the bout. I don't know if he's upset himself. I don't know if he's upset with what was going on, but it was a tough bout. So Darren Williams makes his home debut successful. He's now 6-0 with 3 KOs. Marquise Pierce, who gets knocked out for the first time in the last 5 bouts, falls down to 1-12 in his career. We'll see if Williams getting being mobbed by his fans over ringside here. Might be a while before we get him over here. So we'll see what happens if we continue this post-fight wrap-up show. So for Darren Williams. So see we can get, but we can't. Darren Williams now 2 KOs. We'll see if we can get him over here. I know that. We're now to co-feature, and that was Thomas Snow winning a 6-round unanimous decision over Stefan McIntyre. Snow won by scores of 58-56, 59-55, and 6-54. Good performance overall. Had some tough bouts, tough times a little bit, but overall good opponent. I think a couple of the judges gave Stefan McIntyre maybe slightly more credit he deserved for some of the bouts from the points he had. But he was aggressive to his credit, he always is. He just didn't land a whole lot of shots in the interim. So Thomas Snow, now he's 19-3, 12 KOs. Stefan McIntyre now 2-35-2. Also, our Bell twins, Justin and Jason, both won bouts tonight. Justin Bell scored a second round TKO over Williams. They did enough. Williams put his ankle in the midst of the bout. He did enough to win the bout. Jason Bell went the distance for a decision over out of Virginia. So both Bell twins, Justin Bell now 3-0, 2 KOs. Jason Bell, 1 KO. The debut of Don Jackson, who won a first round knockout. Third round knockout for Don Bouchard over Terrell out of Michigan. Don Bouchard won his bout at 105 in the third round. So good performance for John in his pro debut. Ron Bruce Ennis, 1 minute 37 seconds, first round, over I.E. Bruce of Philadelphia. I.E. Bruce had an opening by way of Ghana. And Bruce looked like he didn't want to even be there tonight. So, took break over I.E. Bruce. And then scored the first round knockout there. We talked to the Phenom Dayarni of Toronto, Canada. He scored the first round knockout, 132 the first round over Fabian Naimo. So Toast Dayarni now 14-0, 12 KOs. And Naimo falls to 23-8-2 to 15 KOs. And we are joined now here inside by Darren Sweet Tate Williams. Welcome home, sir. Good win tonight. Knockout with the first round marquee period. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much, man. I appreciate all the love and support that I got when I came back home. I had a decision with my team. We wanted to come back home, and this is the results.
What brought you out to Phoenix, Arizona? That's where all your bets have been up to this point.
My whole life, I just want to be different. So I had to be different. Life from down here was fighting in Phoenix, Arizona. Everybody was fighting in Nevada or California. So I said, I could choose Phoenix, Arizona for the West Coast. They accepted me like family. So I appreciate Iron Boy. I appreciate the whole Phoenix, Arizona for accepting me like family. But I had to come back home.
Well, describe the knockout in the first round. Good knockout.
I haven't been in the ring in a year. So I was getting my feeling back. Trying to touch him with the jab, still nervous is coming out of my body. But I'm touching him with the jab, and he threw something that I knew he was going to throw. So I backed up, and I just got my rhythm, man. I seen the punch the whole time, and I just decided I had to let my hands go, and I threw the punch.
I see the big fan base you have now. Do you see yourself fighting more at home, along with fighting, out of state?
Like I said in the last interview, I'm going to be flexible. Whichever is the best opportunity for me, I will take it. At the end of the day, I love my fans and my family down here. I love my family and friends, and fans in Arizona. So whichever is best, I'm going to take it. But I will be doing another fight at home, here back at the same place, December the 2nd, and I'm looking to do 6 or 7 more fights down here next year.
Good enough. Now, we'll let you enjoy this rest of your fan base. Congratulations, Darren.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Welcome back home, buddy.
Take
care. We'll see you December 2nd. Good enough. December 2nd, here in the ABC Sports Complex, we'll see Darren Williams. Also in the card tonight, Alex Law makes his pro debut. Scores a first round TKO over Hamid Braswell out of Fifth City, North Carolina. He just wasn't in that. He tried hard, in all honesty, but wasn't there for Alex Law, for Hamid Braswell.
Yeah, Laura actually got caught in that fight. It was surprising. I didn't expect him to get caught like he did, but it pretty much shocked him. It made him back off a little bit, but he got himself back together, and because of the insurance Braswell, Laura was able to overcome with his disadvantage, but he come back and be able to stop Braswell. So, it's a learning experience for Laura. We had a few pro debut fighters that need to take something from this fight that they had tonight, go back to the gym and start working on some things.
And the opening bout tonight, Bertha Arziel out of New York City. She won her pro debut. She won the bout in the first round. She's out of Yonkers, New York. In Hartford, Connecticut. She scored a first round knockout, 52 seconds first round over a just overwhelmed Braden Chapman out of Rocky Mount, North Carolina. So that's the card here tonight. We have a couple cards coming up November 4th and Saturday. We'll be at the Silver Eagle Group Arena in Nashville, Virginia. Our first time out there. We'll see how much how the Wi-Fi is out there. We'll go out there. We'll do that broadcast, of course, right back here in the ABC Sports Complex on December 2nd. For that card here, other cards elsewhere. Of course, my guest Lee Reed has a card coming up on November 18th. Of course, next week, Demetrius Andrade takes on Andres Fox with Lamont Roach, and Demetrius out on that card as well. That's 1 week from tonight at the Prairie Stone Casino in Verona, New York. So still a lot going on here tonight. We'll see what happens. That bout is now November 21st, okay? Michael Fox and Juan Aguas are scheduled to be September 29th. Aguas could not make that bout, and now the bout is rescheduled for November 21st, same location, San Antonio Defense Center in Pennsylvania. So we'll see what happens there. That's breaking news. So that will do it here tonight for the Boxing on Beltway podcast, Boxing on Beltway Profile Battle Show. It's brought to you in part by UndisputedBrand.com. Visit UndisputedBrand.com for the finest in boxing and mixed martial arts apparel. Undisputed Brand true champion bear. And by Real Time Bailey. Rubbing on the greatest corner in real time. For Juan Marshall, I'm Gary Williams saying so long from the ABC Sports Complex in Springfield, Virginia. We thank you very much for joining us tonight. And always remember to keep supporting the best boxing in the world. The boxing along the Beltway. Thanks for listening. Take care.